And welcome, everyone, here to Gene Cox Stadium, Hurley Red Field here in Tallahassee, Florida, for tonight's Friday Night Lights here on the Varsity Sports Network. Hello, everybody. Bobby Latmore, along with Andrew Jupe, bringing you the action tonight. Lincoln coming in to play Rickards. Jupe, doesn't look like on the stats this is going to be much of a game, but it will be, won't it?
The stats are liars, Bobby. I looked at history, and the numbers tell me nothing. Last year, we had a beautiful ball game between these teams. You never know what's going to happen. Beautiful weather, pretty much the opposite of what we saw last week. Last week was insane. There was wind swirling about, rain for days. Rickards, I don't even know if they threw a pass in their ball game. They ran all over the place over in Quincy. Lincoln, they picked up a victory in a little bit of a sloppy game up on Chiles, but they forced a bunch of turnovers, and that's what they did last year in this matchup. They lost a narrow one, 39-37, but this should be a great game. First-year head coach Quinn Gray coming in for the Lincoln Trojans, and, of course, Quentin Lewis, Mr. Regular. He's got the Raiders rocking and rolling as we get ready for the opening kick, Bobby. I'm expecting some fireworks here on the south side tonight.
Hey, opening quarter is sponsored by G&S Fence and Deck. G&S Fence and Deck here in Tallahassee. If you need them for any of your fence and deck needs, call G&S Fence and Deck. And we're ready to get things rolling right here, live from Gene Cox Stadium, Lincoln and Rickards. Here we go, Jupe.
So Lincoln's going to defer. It's going to be Marcos Carrica for the opening kickoff, and it is off and away. So Friday night football is rocking and rolling. Caught far side, 2-yard line. Coming near side. Juke move inside, splits it up over the 20, and the crowd is already bumped up, and that was a gnarly juke move from the Purdue commit, Destin Coates.
Yep, already he's getting things going on, Coates is, and he's got things fired up. So this is going to be a fun night tonight. Lincoln has really got to bear down defensively against this high-octane offense here for Rickards.
Absolutely, and that starts with the quarterback, the Louisville commit, Marcus Riley. All he did last week, Bobby, was throw up about 5 rushing touchdowns in their big win, the Soul Bowl over in Quincy. So him and Destin Coates will lead the charge for the Raiders. Raiders going with their alternate dark gray uniforms, with the blue numbers and the gold piping, gold pants, and their blue helmets. Give tailback. He's going to go off the left-hand side as we start from right about the 26-yard line, and he'll be stopped right about the line of scrimmage. That is Coates on the rush. Up on the tackle is Tremont Johnson, senior linebacker for the Trojans.
Great crowd tonight here for Rickards. Kind of still building for Lincoln across the way, but they'll pick up there for the Trojans on the other side. People still coming in from the gates there, buddy. Tickets backed up already. Could be a sellout.
First day of fall, Bobby.
That's right.
Changes in the air. A little adjustment here. Of course, Rickards being the closer of the two institutions, and this one is a screen on out to the left. Coach catches in the backfield. Juke move gets out of one, but a swarming defense by Lincoln. And, pick your poison. Whoever you want to rip out on the defensive roster led by Alexander Sabisky, to make that tackle, Bobby, that's definitely an assisted tackle.
No question about it. Nice job defensively there by Lincoln to corral the bubble screen coming out to the right side over here for the Raiders, and Lincoln able to shut it down. Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd down and 12.
Yeah, 3rd down and 12. As you said, Bobby, they have to get to their own 35-yard line. They are currently right at their 23.5, probably closer to the 24. So right in that area is Marcus Riley, the quarterback, looks to the sideline. Destin Coates is the tailback to his right. 3 wide receivers, ball currently on the left hash mark. He looks over the middle, nothing there. Pressure from the backside. Kamari Gaines splitting the pressure deep over the middle, and it's caught. Raiders over midfield and more. And it looks like he's going all the way, Bobby. Put it on the board. And we have a touchdown for the Raiders. A big pass play hookup there, and the Raiders are on the board early.
A breakdown in the Lincoln defensive secondary, letting the Raider offensive receiver get behind them. And a beautiful pass play. And it looks like we got a flag all the way back around the line of scrimmage. So let's see what we've got. Sideline warning against Lincoln. Rickards. Sideline warning against Lincoln. So both penalties offset. Play will stand, and there'll be 6 points for the Raiders.
So how about that one? Kendrick Kelly known as the Miracle Man locally, hooking up for about a 76-yard touchdown right out of the gates. And the Raiders going for two, Bobby. Kick it off, first day of fall. You know, let's try to get those 8 points. They'll back down into the normal kicking stance there. Trying to see if they could catch the Trojans off guard, but they've got it covered. Jose Salazar, perfect on extra points last week. See if he can convert here. 6-0 Raiders as it stands. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So 7-0, we're going to jump out here. We're on Varsity Sports Network, 97.9 ESPN Radio, and on your television set.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more in car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me!
Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts.
Woo! Give me some!
Make sure to go by your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. Agent Jim Smith, located on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee, or give him a call at 850-778-4000. Jim Smith, our local Geico agent.
Woo! Gonna get some cold cuts today.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Gene Cox Stadium. The Rickards Raiders on their first possession, 3 plays, 7 points, baby. We talked about their offense and how high-powered it was. They just proved it on the first 3 plays of the game.
Up and down they go. Huge bomb, and Lincoln will have the chance to respond now. 7-0 deficit here early from the south side. Less than 2 minutes off the clock. Raiders already on the board, 7-0. So Salazar will get ready for the kick.
Quick break here. G&S Fence and Deck is your one-stop resource for all your fencing and deck needs. If you have any damage to your fencing or deck during Hurricane Irma, make sure to give G&S Fence and Deck a call for the best repair work in North Florida. Whatever you're building, whether you're building a new fence or deck or remodeling the one you have, G&S Fence and Deck are the ones to call. Give Travis and the boys a call for a free estimate on your fencing and deck needs. G&S Fence and Deck, 2931 Crescent Drive, Tallahassee, 850-391-3870. That's 850-391-3870. Appreciate G&S Fence and Deck, the first quarter sponsor of all the games this year on the Varsity Sports Network.
And a directional kick here on the near side, received by Calvo at the 15. Bumps into a couple of zone blockers here on the near side, piled up right around the 20-yard line by the Rickards field team. So good tackle there off the directional kick. We'll see if the Trojans go a 2-man return next time, Bobby, as they had the lone returner. And we'll see what sophomore quarterback Chris Beard can get going for the Trojans on offense. Of course, coached by Quinn Gray.
He kind of has a little experience quarterbacking a little bit, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, over at FAMU, set a couple passing records over there, went to the NFL, played for the Jags, bounced around Chiefs, went over to Europe, won an NFL Europe championship. I'd say he's got some experience, Bobby.
Yeah, I think what a great hire after Yusef Shakir left last year. They got Coach Quinn, and he's done a fantastic job so far with the Trojans. You just have to buy into his program, and they'll be fine.
There you go. Beard give to the tailback. He's going to go right down the middle, and a solid 10-yard pickup right around the first down stick. So
they're going to go ahead and give it to him.
Right out of the gate, the Trojans have a quick first down. That's going to be the senior John Bailey making moves here. So offense is up and running as expected. Beard's going to look to the sideline. He's got the 4 wide receiver set going. He's going to stick with Bailey to his right here on the near side, right around the 30-yard line. Lincoln on offense for the first time, wearing their white jerseys. Beard's going to go read option. He's going to keep it, and he's going to be stuffed for a 2 or 3 yard loss. Excellent penetration by the Rickards defense to get in on that one charge, led by McKinley Wilson.
Nice job there by Rickards to get inside penetration. When quarterback tried to read option that play, Rickards kind of confused him a little bit. He kept it and couldn't go nowhere, loss of 1.
So they're going to spread it back out around here on second down. 4 wide receivers this time. Throw on over to the far side. Juke move inside. Pickup of about 6 or 7 on that one. So good little pitch and catch for the Trojans. They're on the far side. That's going to be the big USF commit, the tight end for the Trojans, Kamari Morales. Still only a junior.
Lefty quarterback for Lincoln. coming out here tonight, and a nice pass play to his tight end. I think the tight end is going to be a very big part for Lincoln's offense tonight.
Oh, yeah, had 2 big touchdowns last week for the Trojans, so look for him when they get in the danger zone. Beard, keeper, right side, first down and more. He's over the 45-yard line to about the 46 based on the spot, so it's going to be a second Lincoln Trojan first down.
Nice job by the Lincoln offensive line on the right side over there with a nice push about 5 yards back into the Raider defense, and he had a good pickup there of 5 yards. Needed 3, got 5.
I love the new wrinkle from that Chris Beard adds as he hands off to the tailback here.
Nice
Lost
job
in the backfield and coming off the edge. How about that by the Rickards Raiders?
I don't think that was the edge. I think that was big number 99 in the middle for the Raiders. Got by the center and lit up the running back before he could get started. Loss of 1 on the play.
Must have been a pull out there, Bobby.
I don't know what happened on that one, but somebody forgot to block 99.
Yeah. You'll see some big, good-looking swim moves from Caleb Thomas there in the center. As you said, whoa, he got an early jump. It'll look to be offsides or a false start. We'll see with the head man ref. And they're going to get an offsides. Trying to jump that snap count from the middle linebacker spot is Melvin Bolton.
A freebie, couple 5 yards, picks up the loss of down on first down, but now second down and 6 right at midfield. So Lincoln doing a nice job on their first possession here too. Could be a track meet tonight.
Yeah.
Should I jinx it already, Jim, or what?
Hey, they're looking good so far. I mean, I hate to say that. As another jump by the defense, and how about the sophomore with the composure and the hard count going against this Raider defense?
So now 2 back-to-back penalties sets them up with second down and 1. So if they just keep doing that, they don't have to snap the ball at all.
There you go. And as we were saying earlier, Bobby, I like the wrinkle as we see some quarterback runs that Chris Beard adds. Of course, the last couple years with Chris Brim.
Yes.
He was more of a traditional pocket passer, and he could sling it around. He's up at Notre Dame College in the Cleveland area. And almost another jump right here on the edge by the Rickards blitzer. He's gonna
Big time moves by Rickards, bringing in house early.
Beard looking back.
Oh, he's got a man open.
He escapes, but he's going to pull it down. He's going to go left side, first down, more inside the 35. Big hit here on the near side, brought down and swung out of bounds on the play. Tackle made by Jordan Nance.
He had a man breaking open across the middle, but he decided to pull it up. Still picked up the first down and a lot more inside Raider territory down to the 34-yard line.
So still moving another another first down for the Trojans. Beard will look over to the sideline once again. Calvo going to be the main man here on the slot on the near side. On the outside is going to be Derek Curry, senior wideout. One running back. It's going to be to Beard's right. Takes the shotgun snap, and the give is to the tailback. He's going to go left side, squirts over the 30-yard line, tumbled down just shy of the 25. Looks like they'll spot him right about the 26. Good rush there by John Bailey. So once again, manageable scenario, staying on schedule for this offense of the Trojans.
Nice balance so far, Jupe. Run, pass, run, pass. They probably even it out a little bit. Maybe one more running play than passing play here, but they have a good balance here tonight so far.
Indeed. Beard, this is time with Bailey on his left. We will have a flag on the play here, as the play will not count here on second down. And it's going to be signaled on the offense.
Looks like it may be signaled on the defense. He's asking Lincoln about the play. Offside again on Rickards. So that'll be an automatic first down for them, as they only needed 2. Now they get the 5-yard penalty. So the Raiders better start moving something of discipline on defense, because they're giving Lincoln Trojans easy yardage here on their first possession.
Can't do that for an explosive offense and a young quarterback, giving them confidence. The offense is rolling. Anytime you see the ball going forward on offense, it's a great confidence builder, as Rickards loading up for what looks like a blitz here. Looks like we have another stoppage of play. Flag on the field.
And we have a false start now. So, give a little, take a little right now here in the first quarter.
And we do have a signal false start by the headman, so this ball will be backed up. Back to where it was, Bobby, to the 26-yard line. Of course, it's going to be 1st and 15 now. They'll need to get to the 11. See what this Lincoln offense has. Bailey, the running back, to Beard's left this time, 3 wide. And it's going to be a quarterback keeper right up the middle. He's got a couple of blockers. If he bounces outside, he may have a shot at the pylon. He's going to be stopped short. So a good-looking tackle on the far side. But Chris Beard, the sophomore quarterback, with an excellent keeper, charges right down the middle and then bounces that outside for a great gain for the Trojans. It's going to set him up with 1st and goal from the 2. And they're going to show a little tempo here, getting up to the line. No change of personnel allowed for the defense, and it looks like a QB sneak right up the middle. Blown up, no signal yet. They're going to mark him short. So it's going to be 2nd down and goal for the Trojans.
And here comes your meat in the middle.
There you go. Caleb Strong coming back onto the field for the Rickards Raiders.
I don't know if I'd probably keep both of them in the middle.
Yeah. Blow anything up. Caleb Young, excuse me. They're going to go 3 wide receivers, still with the 1 back. And Bailey to the right. Give to Bailey. Stop. 2nd effort, 3rd effort, and he gets it. So how about that spin around, breaking the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans.
He had to work his way in there because Rickards had him stopped, but he kept his feet moving, and he kept on pushing through, and he was able to reach over and break the plane, enough for 6 points for Lincoln here on their first possession of the game here tonight.
There you go, Bobby. Response issued by the Trojans. Extra point pending would be a tie game. It's going to be Skoricka. The point is up, and the point is good. So 7-7 here on the Varsity Sports Network. TV WVUP 45, Channel 239, simulcast on ESPN 97.9 Radio.
Are you looking for affordable motorcycle insurance? What can Jeff do for you?
I have experience with motorcycles, been riding for 38 years. I understand what a biker looks for in a coverage for his bike. I'm Jeff Ard, and what can I do for you?
Jeff Ard Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote at jeffardinsurance.com.
And we want to remind you, G&S Fence and Deck, 2931 Crescent Drive, Tallahassee, Florida, 850-391-3870 is our first quarter sponsor this year here on the Varsity Sports Network. 7-7 here at Gene Cox Stadium. Great first quarter so far, Jupe. Both teams getting after it.
Looking good as advertised. Just over halfway through the opening quarter of action. Skoricka will kick it on down the line back to the Raiders. Received on the far side. He's going to go up there over the 20. A little cut in and over the 25. Brought down on the far side. Good looking tackle there with a special teams unit. Jalen Glaze. Turn was Coates. Destin Coates on the far side. So the Rickards Raiders offense will come out for the 2nd time. They didn't really get to open up much of the playbook, Bobby, but I'm sure they'll take those big touchdowns where they can get them.
Rickards with the quick strike. Lincoln with a nice sustained drive down the field on first both possessions. Let's see if the defenses can keep up right now, heading into their second possessions here with halfway through the first quarter here at Gene Cox Stadium.
So it's good to see a little down the field spread. Playing a little small ball lately, keeping on the ground last week, of course, because of the weather. We've seen a lot of screens to Coates, a lot of little wheel routes here. Wide receiver screen far side. He's got a little bit of escort, so he pops it near side. He might have it, but he's just going to go right down the hash marks. He's going to outrun everybody. Another huge Rickards Raiders touchdown.
Unbelievable. Great inside screen to the wide receiver coming across the center there, and what a beautiful job of blocking by the wideouts and the interior line getting out on the screen. One play, 4 plays, 13 points so far, but unbelievable job right there for the Raiders here tonight.
That was Ferrante Cowart with the catch and run for the touchdown there. So Kelly and Cowart with huge touchdown receptions, respectively. They're going to go for the extra point look. Of course, trying to get a mismatch. They'll show the 2-point conversion stance. Salazar looking to convert his second attempt. He is 1 for 1 on extra points on the day. The extra point is up, and the extra point is good. So 14-7 here from Gene Cox Stadium on the Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, Channel 239 Comcast, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Different flavors make the world go around. And now try the flavor of hot honey mustard on the boneless wings meal. Served with crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a 22-ounce drink. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
Welcome back, everybody, to Gene Cox Stadium. 14-7 Rickards in Lincoln, and we haven't even really dusted off anything yet to get into this ball game. We haven't even got our hamburgers cooked yet. The hot dogs are still grilling on the grill. Man, I'm telling you what, it's fast action here. And again, we want to remind you that GNS Fence and Deck are sponsors of our first quarter here this year for Varsity Sports Network and 97.9 ESPN Radio. Friday Night Lights here in the Tallahassee Big Bend.
Not even 7 minutes into the ball game, Bobby. We've got 21 points on the board at Rickards 14, Lincoln 7.
I mean, I haven't started or stopped the clock that much, and I'm doing more of the score than I am the clock. That hasn't been the case in some of these, most of these games that we've had so far this year. Has the band finally got tired?
Boom. They're going to have to play a lot of songs. They're going to kick it short. A fair catch here on the near sideline by the up man, Alexander Sabisky. And that will bring out the Trojan offense for their second possession. As you said, Bobby, a little earlier, nice sustained drive, of course, aided by all the Rickards Raiders penalties.
Correct.
But they capitalized, Bobby.
Yes, they did. They took advantage of the situation, and Rickards gave them, a lot of good field position down the field, and that's what it was. And looks like we've got a water break here. We'll take one with them, too. We're watching high school football here on the Varsity Sports Network on WVUP TV 45, Comcast 239, and simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Zaxby's Chicken Finger Plate Meal. Serve with 4, 5, or 6 chicken fingers, crinkle fries, Texas toast, coleslaw, Zax sauce, and a 22-ounce drink. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
And welcome back, everybody, to GNS Fence and Deck first quarter here on the Varsity Sports Network.
Resuming play after the water break here. Trojans loading up for their second offensive possession, led by the sophomore Chris Beard. One running back, 3 wide receivers. Running back to his right. He's in the shotgun. Little pressure from Rickards. He's going to escape and slips that tackle. Bounces back outside over the 35. Close to the 40. They're going to give him right about the 38 spot. So it's going to be second down and short. So a good little number off the pressure by the sophomore quarterback.
Good composure in the pocket. Gets rushed hard initially up the middle and be able to find a crease and break through. There's nobody on the second level, Jupe. They're all rushing the quarterback.
Worried on the perimeter, so once he gets by that little bobbled snap, that one's blown up somehow. He escapes here on the near side, and he'll get about 2 yards out of it. John Bailey, the running back, salvages that play, as that could have been disastrous. Pressure from Rickards all over the place. A little bit of a bobbled snap, and
after all that, he gained 2. He's now 3rd and 1, so he did a great job by spinning out of the trouble and picking up a couple of needed yards right there. It makes it a manageable 3rd down.
Great play. I didn't even see the quarterback running back exchange there. Give is going to be pulled back, and the keeper by Beard. It looks like he's going to get just over the 40, right around the 41. And the near sideline is giving him a rough spot, but if they go by the far sideline, it looks like they'll have a first down, so it'll be interesting if they want to measure here.
Wow, that's a tough spot right there. The other sideline had him almost to the 42, so let's see what they do right here. They do have a timeout called, on the field.
See if we can get a little chain gang action, or the referees are. Yep.
And they're going to pull it.
Skip on over to the far side, pull that bad boy out.
While we got a minute, G&S Fence and Deck is your one-stop resource for all your fencing and deck needs. If you have any damage to your fencing or deck during Hurricane Irma, make sure to call G&S Fence and Deck for the best repair work in North Florida. Whether you're building a new fence or deck or remodeling the one you have, G&S Fence and Deck are the ones to call. Give Travis and the boys a call for a free estimate on your fencing and deck needs. That's G&S Fence and Deck, 2931 Crescent Drive, Tallahassee, 850-391-3870. That's G&S Fence and Deck, 850-391-3870. So they did get enough for the first down right there, Jupe.
There you go. Move those chains once again. Picking up right where they left off on drive number 1. So despite the rough ball spot, they will get the first down as we said. So we'll see if Coach Quinn Gray has anything fired up for the boys here. A little wrinkle in the plot, perhaps. A good-looking balanced offense, as you said, Bobby.
Yep.
Saw some runs by Bailey, a lot of read options, some good-looking deliveries.
Quarterback's getting them out of a lot of trouble right now, though, too. That's a good sign for Lincoln Early.
Indeed. This Rickards Raiders defense has been putting pressure on all their opponents so far. We have a little stoppage of play. Looks like a timeout by Lincoln, so we'll step away. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 on Comcast, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
97!
Did you say 97?
Yes.
You know, that reminds me of Geico's 97% customer satisfaction rating.
97%?
Helped by Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Oh yeah, baby. Geico's as fast and friendly as it gets.
Make sure to go by your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. Agent Jim Smith, located on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee, or give him a call at 850-778-4000. Jim Smith, our local Geico agent.
First quarter of action on the Varsity Sports High School Football Game of the Week. Rickards Raiders leading the Lincoln Trojans by a count of 14-7. Just under 4 minutes to play here in the opening quarter. We've already got 21 points, as we've said. Lincoln with the ball for the second time. Rickards 2 quick touchdowns. If you're just joining us, Cowart and Kelly with huge receptions to get into the end zone. A little rush by John Bailey is the Lincoln score. All 3 extra points are good. 14-7 score count. Beard will look over to the sideline, the sophomore quarterback for the Lincoln Trojans. Going to reset. Looks over the Raiders' defense, bring a little pressure. They're going to set up the screen, beats it perfectly. Bailey has an escort on the far side. He'll spin right around the first down marker and get it. So a good-looking pickup and a good design on the blitz.
Flag coming in late. Let's see what that flag is going to be. A little bit of extracurricular after the play. I don't know if that was on a Rickards player or a Lincoln player, but let's see. It was a very late flag at the end. Let's see what it's going to be on. Now, Rickards is pointing towards Lincoln. After the play, personal foul against the Trojans. Oh, not good right there after picking up the first down, Jupe.
Absolutely. So they should, since it is after the play, Bobby, should get the first down, and then they'll just mark it off yardage-wise, I believe.
Yep, they'll just get – it's a dead ball. They'll get the first down. They'll mark the first down at that spot, and then they'll go back 15 yards. Actually, they haven't moved it.
And there is.
I thought it was after the play. I'm not sure they did that right, but now the head referee's wondering, did we do this? Well, it's going to set up 1st and 10 again, back at the Trojan side of the field, back at the 39-yard line. So we'll keep it there.
Yeah, they did move the sticks, and the yardage marker says first down.
Okay,
so it looks like
that's exactly what they did.
Seemed to iron everything out there after a little.
And they were right. They were right. We're wrong as usual.
There you go. The Zebras will clean it up, Bobby. Give them a chance. So here we go, and we're gonna go play action. Beard rolling left, and a nice looking crosser route over midfield and more. 40, 35, step out of bounds here on the near sideline. There's the big tight end again. Kamara Ross, but another flag, Bobby.
Yep, I see that, and let's see what we've got here. Holding against the Lincoln Trojans probably on the block, so that may move him back a little bit. But I was a little disappointed that the big man ran out of bounds instead of putting his head down going for a few more.
Interesting to see.
Yeah, let's see. They got a conference right now, and there are two referees pushing each other right now, and they don't know. They're waving the flag off. So, no penalty on the play. First down, nice play for the Trojans. I think what happened was one of the referees just said, the other one just said he wasn't holding. He had his inside. He was holding them tight. So, I mean, it's tough to have yourself, when you throw a flag, to have another guy come in and say, no, it wasn't.
A little project there.
Yeah.
That's why they have the referee hierarchy. And another first down for the Trojans, about a 25-yard pitch and catch from Beard to Morales. Handoff right up the middle, stuffed, spins out of it, but tackled once again. Good pursuit there. Bailey tackled in the backfield by Jaden Barber-Lee.
You know, he's been pulling it all night and finally gave it to the running back that time, and Rickards was just waiting for it. Loss of one on the play, second down.
I don't know if it would have been any better if he kept that one.
Because they were stacked up pretty hard. They had him corralled pretty good in the backfield, too. Good penetration by the Raiders.
Both reads there. Oh, little jump early. Raiders will be able to get back. Beard's going to look over to the sideline. Watch that far side receiver, Marcos Carica. Got himself a touchdown last week. One of the three from Beard versus Scambia. Going to go screen pass near side. Tipped, but still caught. Little scamper out of bounds there. Pickup of about 3 or 4. Reception by Derek Curry.
Tipped by the defensive end by the Raiders, but Curry was able to get the ball and go down the sideline a little bit, pick up about 5 yards. Going to be third down and now about 7. Jupe, real quick, a score across town. Can you believe it? Childs 20, Bay 3.
Oh, goodness. So they opened up the scoring bank account.
They found out where the touchdown, where the end zone was, and now they're just going to keep going to it.
Man, they found the deposit slips, and they need to go to the bank, pick up a couple more. They're on pace to put in a bunch there. Pressure, escape by Beard. He's still facing it. He's going to tuck it, get over to the 30, and he slips the tackle, but ushered out of bounds. The pressure there by Melvin Bolton of the Raiders.
He's going to set up. He's short. Going to set up 4th and about 3 now. Let's see what kind of call Lincoln decides to make right here. One of probably the biggest plays of the game, and we're not even out of the first quarter yet.
They've got a pretty accurate.
They're staying on there.
Pretty accurate kicker, Bobby, but I'm not sure he has the distance. So it doesn't surprise me that they're going for it. Right about the 27. They'll need probably a strong 3 here on 4th down, I'd say. Beard's going to go shotgun. They're going to go 4 wide receivers this time. 3 bunch. You're going to go Reed over the middle.
Oh, nice defense right there.
Excellent step on the play by the defensive back, and it's going to give it to the offense. Play by Melvin Bolton once again. So back-to-back good plays there. So the Raiders will turn the Trojans over.
Just a quick trip around the bend here, so to speak. Godby and Titusville, no score reported down in Titusville. No score at Oak Hall and Monroe Day. Gateway 3, Leon 0 early in that one in the first quarter. I'm not going to say no more about that game.
A little bit of a grinder over there.
0-0 Providence in North Florida still in the first. 0-0 Jefferson and FAMU. And no score reported in Gaston County and Wakulla. We'll keep you up to date on all the scores around the area. Thanks to our local Geico office agent, Jim Smith. And we have a false start here. That's against Rickards. So now the Rickards offense, they haven't been on the field much. I don't know if they're out of practice. I mean, they're not loose yet or what. They've only had 4 plays and scored twice. So something interesting about that last play, the 4th down play, the clock didn't move.
So still yet to have 10 minutes run off of the clock. 2:02 left on the scoreboard here. Still in the opening quarter. How about that break? Keeper. And he will get over the 4-yard line. I thought for sure Coates had it, but Marcus Riley rips it right back. But good-looking tackle there to hold him for 3.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, nice job. Coach took the defense with him. And Riley able to scoot out for about a 6-7-yard gain. Make it 2nd down and inside 10.
He's right in the area of last week. He ripped off about a 67-yard rush as he hands this one to the tailback. He took that one to the house. That one is a gain of 2 by the running back. But Riley, of course, like we said, 5 rushing touchdowns last week in the Soul Bowl over in Quincy. Riley also he only had 1 reception. Of course, he is a wide receiver turned quarterback here over the last couple years, but he had 1 reception, 40 yards for a touchdown in this game back last year, 365-plus days around the calendar. This one's totally different, a lot cleaner. We didn't have any rain, beautiful weather right now, first day of fall, and it is fitting. Wish it was about 20, 30 degrees colder, but we'll take what we can get. Riley, pressure from behind. 2, 3 flags on the field. Brought down.
I think this one's going to get the personal foul face mask penalty. Yep. Tough break for the Trojans. They had him corralled in the back, but the only way they can get him was to grab his face mask, and unfortunately, that's not allowed.
Jacoby Peterson, Kamari Gaines in on the play for the Trojans. Of course, penalty yardage is going to be marked off. They will get the first down, be placed right around the 45. They're going to bump it up to the 46-yard line. We're under a minute here now in the opening quarter of action. Rickards with the ball for the 3rd time. And this is the longest they've had the ball, Bobby.
Yeah.
They've had it for a good minute and a half, or less than that, excuse me, probably about a minute 18 so far. Yet to score, so they are behind their pace that they have set for themselves. Pistol look, 4 wide, 2 to each side for the Raiders. Riley in the shotgun, he's going to hesitate. Give to the tailback, and another flag on the play here as he stopped for a minimal gain. Destin Coates was the rusher. See what the head referees have going on here. Charles Blake.
Either a chop block or a holding penalty right here. I'm not sure what it was on that offensive line because the umpire in the middle holding against the Raiders threw it right at the foot of one of the offensive linemen, and it looks like Lincoln's going to decline this. Coach, you do know this is the first quarter, not the second. Wow, he declined that penalty out. It'll move them back. 2nd down now. Couple loss on the play, but man.
We shall see. Under 30 seconds now from Gene Cox Stadium. 4 wide receivers. Riley back in the full shotgun this time. Destin Coates still the tailback to his right. Pumps the leg a couple times. Trojans look to be showing blitz. They will retreat. Here, mark the slot receiver. Snap on the way. Coming out of the slot, blitz on. He's going up the sideline. Caught again. Another huge play for Raiders. Here on the near sideline, a hookup. And once again, it's going to be Ferrante Cowart. He caught the last touchdown. Another big pitch and catch for the Raiders on this one. That's about a 30-yard gain for the Raiders.
2 seconds left on the clock after the chain set. It's probably going to be it for the quarter. But what a nice job right there, and that's going to do it. That's going to be the end of the first quarter.
So no shortage of action here. We're going to step out for a quick commercial break. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, Channel 239 for Comcast customers, and simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Where Zaxby's is from. Some like it classic. Some like it saucy. For others, it's gotta be crispy. But everyone loves the flavor that brings us together. And whether you like it spicy or old school, you'll like it even more. Because Zaxby's 5 fan favorites are now just $5.99 each. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
Are you looking for affordable motorcycle insurance? What can Jeff do for you?
I have experience with motorcycles, been riding for 38 years. I understand what a biker looks for in a coverage for his bike. I'm Jeff Ard, and what can I do for you?
Jeff Ard Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote at jeffardinsurance.com.
Welcome back, everybody, to Gene Cox Stadium for our second quarter. We have a false start against Rickards to start things off here. We have a red hat on the field, but he's not there. The referees aren't watching him. We got to tell him, hey, slow down here. We're trying to get our commercials done. But it'll be 1st and 15 now here to start the second quarter. 1:54 left to go until halftime. And make sure to stay tuned for halftime for our local Geico office halftime report. Sponsored by our local Geico office here in Tallahassee on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee.
And so 1st and 15, as we said, 4 wide receivers. Riley, the Louisville commit, with Coates, the Purdue commit, in the backfield. He's going to step back, dial it up. He's going to go far side, and the ball is dropped. Would have had a big gain looking towards the end zone. Ball dropped by Trevor Solomon Wilson. Excuse me, that is number 17, Chris Pitts. My apologies. That's what I'm looking for, Bobby. Yet to see Solomon Wilson, of course, played for Lincoln last year on the Raiders this year. So I was seeing if he'd have a big performance here. He's, of course, in the near side. He's got those bright green cleats on, track star.
Can't miss it.
Can't miss him indeed. He's a speedster. His sister's on the Ohio State track and field team, so it's in the genes, Bobby. Option here for the Raiders. Bounce out to the left side. Pickup of a couple near the original line of scrimmage by Coates, so it should set up, I believe, a 3rd down and right around 11, depending on the spot. They have to get to just shy of the 21-yard line. Ball is going to be marked at the 32, so it's going to be a healthy 11 here for the Raiders. They're going to stay 4 wide receivers here in the second quarter of action. Second play ready to get going. Riley looking over to the near sideline for the Raiders. After turning the Trojans over, trying to score for their 3rd consecutive drive here. And they are
a beautiful
sacked.
rush.
3 of them in on that one as Riley goes down to the ground. David McRoy, the senior linebacker, in on the action for the Trojans.
Nice job defensively right there he only rushed 3, and all 3 got in there for the Trojans, able to get that sack down, and sets up 4th down now. A punting situation for the Raiders. I didn't think we'd see one in the first quarter.
Finally get one here in quarter number 2. So it looks like they may be showing fake. It's hard to determine because they do have their wide receiver, and the up man is also a wide receiver. Trevor Solomon Wilson is doing the punting. Ferrante Cower is the up man. So don't be surprised if you see anything unorthodox here. Solomon Wilson looks like he'll go traditional punt. Low one.
Wow.
Spinner.
Line drive.
Yeah. So interesting to see that Calvo caught that one, but a fair caught. We'll have a change of possession here as the Trojans once again will get rolling on offense.
That was like somebody threw a pass down there to Calvo. That was a nice job right there by Calvo to just stake with that one because it was going like a knuckleball.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. Hey, make sure to stay tuned at halftime for our local Geico halftime report, sponsored by our local Geico office here in Tallahassee in the corner of Monroe, Tennessee. Jim Smith, give him a call over there at your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. 15 minutes could save you 15% on your car insurance. Plus, all the students checking in tonight, go to them for renter's insurance as well because, I'm telling you what, that's something very important nowadays, especially when you're in college.
All these Hurricanes rolling through too, Bobby, and pass over the middle here.
What a catch.
There you go, right down Main Street. That looks to be the big tight end. Can't miss him. Kamari Morales getting in, taking some hits. Good job by the big tight end there. Reception on out to the 24-yard line. So they're going to reset the chains. Lincoln once again showing a little bit of tempo. Getting up to the line. Looking over, trying to get things set. See if they can match up against this Rickards Raiders defense. Had a good sustained drive a couple times. Give is to the wide receiver here in the jet sweep. Going to go far side. Minimal gain on the play there, run by Marco Scarica. Also doubles as the kicker for this Trojan squad. Going to bring up 2nd down and long.
Not much to go. Good job of stringing that one out was the Raider defense. They had a nice little picket line over there, so he could not find a place to get through that fence. And it closed in quickly when he tried to dart it up the field.
Beard will get things going here for the Trojans. Raiders lining up on defense, playing off the wide receivers here at the near side. He's going to go read. Keeper by the quarterback. 1st down and more. Spins in, almost lost his footing, but goes about 3/4 of the way around of a spin move. But he'll run all the way over just shy of the 40-yard line. It's going to be another 1st down for the Trojans.
You got to like the composure of the sophomore. He's coming in right now, taking control of this game, getting him out of trouble sometimes, and making things happen. So, I mean, it's a great job of the Trojan quarterback tonight to keep this Trojan offense on the field.
He's a lot better on the ground than I anticipated, Bobby. He had a nice 55 yards last week, almost put one in for the touchdown. versus Scambia up there at Childs. Of course, had the 3 passing touchdowns, but I'm very impressed by his performance so far. We have a little flag. Should be false start.
I don't know if he false started, but they're going to call it on Calvo over there. But he kind of got a pretty good jump on it. The ball was snapped, and he took off. No one else moved but him. I guess that's what they saw. But the ball was snapped, so it is what it is.
Javon Peterson trying to...
I'm never right, so I'm just going to stay out of it.
Lay a little bit of extracurricular activities there. The cornerback showing Calvo the what's good over there on the far sideline. Little bump and grind from the corner. He's got 3 picks this year, Bobby. 2 defended passes, and Peterson, dangerous man of an always talented Rickards secondary. Oh, a dangerous screen. Almost was disastrous. Another flag on the play. That was almost intercepted. It'll luckily be incomplete. Ball intended for Derek Curry.
Let's see what we've got on this side of the field. Flag over here.
Second time we've seen a screen like that designed for Curry as he's peeling off the outside, coming towards the inside, almost like a little pick play.
Yep.
Using the more interior receiver. So we have a little defensive personnel change. Bringing the power package on, Bobby. Caleb Young.
Well, we got a little break in the action. Let's go around some scores around the Big Bend here. John Paul up on McClay in the first, 7-0. Still no score. Providence and North Florida Christian, 0-0. No score Jefferson County and FAMU. No score Gaston County and Wakulla. Still all in the first quarter. First quarter score, West Oaks and Taylor County, 0-0. Godby and Titusville, 0-0 down in Titusville. Here we go here back at Gene Cox Stadium.
Beard ready to get things going. 4 wides once again. Bailey to his right, the tailback. 3 wide receivers over here near sideline. Morales, the tight end, is going to be split out with Skarica and Calvo here on the near side, which is the big side. Tuck for Beard. He's going to go left. Break down. He's got a good-looking area going over the 40 and close to the 35. So how about that rip? A nice 25-yarder there by Beard on the keeper. And, man, he is a dangerous threat on the ground.
I'm going to tell you something. He is the man right now that Rickards has not accounted for. They've accounted for the rest of the team as far as receivers, tight ends, and running backs, but they forgot the quarterback can run a little bit, and he's really tearing up that Raider defense right now.
So they got another first down in Rickards territory now. He's going to go read option once again. Keeper blown up in the backfield.
Yeah, that time he got a little greedy, and he probably should have handed that one off.
Good stuff on the play there by Malik Darasol. He's having himself a solid season here for the Rickards Raiders. 24 tackles coming into this game. 12 tackles for a loss so far. That'd be his 13th on the year. Good-looking effort. It's going to bring up 2nd down and long here for the Trojans. Beard's going to keep it on the shotgun angle, but he's got a new running back in with him as he throws a screen pass over to the far side, and a good little run after the catch there. Finds a little space, gets knocked out right around the first yard sticks. He'll be short, but he is close over there. Derek Curry once again.
Nice job with the screen. Good block by the wide receiver out there. He found a little crease between 2 defenders and able to scoot through it. With his speed over there, he picked up a nice 7-yard gain, 8-yard gain. Going to pick up 3rd and 3 now. And I say 3rd and 2. I say 3rd and 3.
Jaylon Griffin in as the new tailback. Keeper Beard. He's going to hesitate, bounce out to the left, and it looks like he'll have the first down if the marking is correct. Definitely over the 25-yard line. Which
you know what's coming, Jupe. And you got to give it up to the Lincoln offensive line right now. They're making holes in here for him to squeeze through and pick up some good yardage.
Taking over, switch 3 wide receivers, all to the near side. Little motion by Calvo. He's going to go to the far side. Running back is once again on the left of Beard. He's going to swing it out, and it's going to be incomplete here on the near sideline.
I think a miscommunication there by the wide receiver getting out of the back, or the running back coming out of the backfield. He just threw it up, and no one was there.
I don't know if it was an intended misdirection, but definitely the result. Does it bring up a 2nd down here, according to the yardage markers. Just inside the 25-yard line of Rickards. Trojans driving, trying to tie this thing up. Just over 6.5 here to go in the half. Once again, Calvo running across the formation, pre-snap. Beard's going to look his way, throws on out to the left. Tackled for a small gain there on the far side. That's tight end once again, Kamari Morales.
Yeah, Morales got upended with a nice tackle right there. They went low on him. If they would have gone high, they probably wouldn't have been able to get him down, but they went low and took his feet out from underneath him.
Another running back change here. Back to John Bailey for the Trojans as they bring out the 4 wide receiver set here on 3rd down. Ball's going to be right around the 19-yard line for the Trojans. Beard's going to look on out to the near side. Ball bobbled, and they might want to run that one out as we have a flag on the play.
Wow, I don't know about that. That looked like that could have been backwards pass right there. I'm looking in the screen myself, watching it, and it's just it went backwards.
I think they caught a break. It went out of bounds.
It sure was.
Penalty initially looks to be signaled on the defense.
Nah, they say forward, incomplete pass. The Rickards coaches are just screaming right now. They should be way back here, but there is a flag on the play. Let's see what the call's going to be.
Some animated discussion from the referees.
We're having fun tonight with the refs, aren't we?
Yeah. Of course, we have a couple of refs in the green uniforms here.
Legal procedure against the Trojans, so that'll move them back to where they started before. 5 yards to 3rd down and 11. Let's check some other scores around the area as we keep up with the Big Bend here tonight. John Paul still up over McClay, 7-0. No score again at Providence and North Florida Christian. This cannot be right. Somebody just gave me a score of 41-0. Childs over Bay, and that's not right. Woo. We just got to check on that one. That we have to check on. I'm going to have to check on that one. We just kind of got a little excited here after seeing that. Somebody's reporting it. 41-0.
Pressure, Beard all over the place. He's running around for his life up there. He gets hit hard here on the near sideline. A big old hit laid down by Malik Darasol. Another tackle for a loss. It's a second one this drive.
So Lincoln stops Rickards. Rickards comes right back and stops Lincoln on a nice return right there. Going to set up a 4th and long for the Trojans.
So they look over, try to get a change here. I believe that knocked them out of field goal range. I don't know if they would have been in Skirika's range. They're going to call a timeout, and we'll bounce out with them. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 on Comcast customers. Simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Different flavors make the world go around. And now try the flavor of hot honey mustard on the boneless wings meal. Served with crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a 22-ounce drink. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
Welcome back, everybody, to Gene Cox Stadium here on the Varsity Sports Network. WVUP TV 45, Comcast 239, and simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio. Bobby Latmore and Andrew Jupe bringing you tonight's action. Lincoln and Rickards, 2 Tallahassee teams hooking horns tonight here at Hurley Red Field. 14-7, Rickards up. A lot of fireworks in the first quarter. Things seem to calm down so far here in the second. No score reported around the area. We're checking that child score. We kind of got blown up with that one earlier on. Gateway up 10-7 over Leon High School tonight in the second quarter. Here we go. Back to the action.
4 wide receivers set. They're going to stay on the field as the offense. Keeping it, they're going to need a healthy gain here. Going to need to get over the 15-yard line. Ball currently marked right around the 32. Do some quick math. 17 or 18 to go. Beard dropping back, looking deep over the middle, going towards the end zone. Overthrows the intended receiver, Marco Skirika. So it's going to be the second time the Raiders will turn the Trojans over on downs.
Nice job there by the Raiders defensive backs back there in the back. But he had a guy that was breaking open, looked like, so he had an opportunity there, just overthrew everybody. Here's a good score for you. Over in Madison, Columbia out of Lake City. The Tigers up on the Cowboys 7-0.
Ooh.
That's at the beginning of the second quarter.
That's a good-looking ball game over there. Got a good matchup here so far, 14-7, close one. As you said, Bobby, scoring, slowing down a little bit. No shortage of action, though the offense is still doing pretty good at moving the ball up and down. And we have the Raiders offense getting ready to jump back on the field here.
Quick water break for everybody. We'll check some more scores around the area coming up. We told you about Columbia. 13-0. Taylor County taking it to West Oaks.
Wow.
Down there in Taylor County. And a score from Titusville. Again, we're going to have to get these up and running. A few seconds ago, it was 0-0, Godby over Titusville, but we'll confirm this. Right now, we're showing 29-0, Godby over Titusville.
Ooh.
Down there in Central Florida. No score at Monroe Day and Oak Hall. So, yeah, we got to fix our stuff here, man. We got to get some things going. Back to the action here at Gene Cox Stadium.
Riley looking to set up a screen. It gets blown up. They're going to reset it and get this screen. Here out on the near sideline, pickup of 6 or so here, and that's Coates on the reception as they get him coming out of the backfield. But that was pretty interesting, Bobby. The screen initially got blown up, and they were able to hit the reset button.
Yep, they got a guy that came back around the corner back there, or further down the field. They were able to hit him, and they picked up some nice yardage there for a good pickup on first down.
They'll be able to set up a little second and medium here. Need to get to about the 43 or so. So a strong 4 as they go 5 wide receiver set once again. Of course, Coates is on the game. They're throwing over, caught in right on the hash mark of the 35-yard line. He'll tumble inside to about the 27. So good looking pitch and catch. That's Chris Pitts on the reception on the far side for the Raiders.
1st and 10 for the Raiders. Nice job right there, seeing it. He's getting some time in the backfield, moving around a little bit back there. So Lincoln needs to do something to keep him with happy feet back there and not let him be comfortable.
Only Pitts' 3rd reception on the season. He had 2 catches for 18 yards, and he more than doubled up that total right there. So Riley looking to pick up the tempo here for the Raiders. We're under 5 minutes to go into the half. 4 wide receivers. Coates is going to step back into the backfield. So as a 4 wide receiver look, pressure from behind and brought down in the backfield. Good effort there by the defensive lineman, Charles Blake, the junior, in on the tackle for loss.
We just talked about the Trojans trying to get pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they did right there. Nice job defensively for Lincoln.
It's going to bring up a 2nd and long now for the Raiders. We approach 4 minutes in the half right now. Still up by 7 points. 14-7 is the score count. Riley, the quarterback, and then Coates is going to split out, and he's going to go slot receiver again, Bobby. So they're going to go 5 wide with Coates out there. He's going to go screen, but they're going to go far side to the lone receiver. He'll tumble around, spin out, and pick up of 5 or 6, maybe closer to 5. Still a 3rd and long to go here.
And that's Riley, the quarterback for Rickards, correct?
Yes, sir.
And he has got a gun for an arm. I'm going to tell you that. He set back a 3-step drop, and he just threw a bullet to his receiver off to the right side. And why do we have a timeout here?
Some stoppage of play. We see late arrival on the Trojan defense. And then it looks like we have a lot of white jerseys there. We've got to have more than 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Now the referee is coming all the way over on this side, talking to the head coach for. Okay, he's getting his workout in tonight.
Coach Lewis seems a little confused. So it looks like Lincoln does have 11 men back on the field. Maybe it was a scenario that the offense substituted Bobby, and so maybe they were allowing the defense to do so.
I think we had an equipment violation, or maybe somebody had a little blood on their sleeve or something like that. But I think that's what was the stoppage of play, and he had to explain that to both coaches. So here we go.
Riley joined by Coates once again in the backfield. He's going to bootleg to his left. Set up, pressure. 2 men on the rush here and brought down in the backfield. Good-looking sack on the play by Jacoby Peterson.
Give it up to the Trojan defensive backs, too, because they had everybody covered. He couldn't go anywhere with it. Gave time for his defensive line to chase down Riley, and for a huge loss back for 4th down.
It's going to set up an interesting scenario. We've seen Rickards roll the dice on some 4th downs earlier in the season. I don't know if they're going to break it out for almost 4th and 20 here, Bobby. So it looks like they'll have the punting crew, of course, Solomon Wilson, with those shiny green cleats on the field here to punt it away. Back to receive for the Trojans is Calvo. So Solomon Wilson, another punt. It's going to let it bounce, and a good field flips it over his head. And if that, they're going to give him the touchback. Love the effort by the up man from Raiders. He ended up going all the way out of the back of the end zone for that one. But unfortunately, it'll come all the way out to the 20.
2:28 left to go here until halftime. Make sure to stay tuned for our halftime report, sponsored by our local Geico office here in Tallahassee, Florida, on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee. Jim Smith, give him a call today. 15 minutes could save you 15% car, rental, and all home insurance. Our local Geico office here in Tallahassee.
That was Jordan Nance on the play, Bobby. Want to give him a quick shout-out, the defensive back. He's going to stay on the field here as the Trojans get the ball back, still only down 7. 2.5 to go here. Bootleg, Beard. He's going to go second level over the middle, thrown behind the intended receiver, Calvo. Good-looking coverage on the far side. Once again, Nance on the play. Back-to-back good efforts for the defensive back for Rickards.
Unfortunately, Calvo came up a little limping on that play right there. Nice setup play. They had him coming across on a short, shallow dig route about 15 yards down the play, and just unfortunately they couldn't hit him, but sets up 2nd down and 10 now. He is on the sideline right now on his knee.
Glad you bring that up, Bobby. Do like the play design there for a left-handed quarterback going towards his left, and he has receiver at 3 levels distinctly on the field. Give him tons of options out there. Motion left, and it's going to be Skarica on the fake jet sweep, and it's going to be a keeper by the quarterback. He's going to rip off almost 15 on that play, getting just short of the 35-yard line. So Beard piling up the yards on the ground here this evening on the first day of fall.
Yep, Beard did a nice job right there reading his offense and reading the defense. The defense was flowing with the jet sweep, and then he just kept it himself, gained another 12 up the middle. And Rickards is going to take a timeout.
So we're going to bounce out with them. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 on Comcast, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Are you looking for affordable motorcycle insurance? What can Jeff do for you?
I have experience with motorcycles, been riding for 38 years. I understand what a biker looks for in a coverage for his bike. I'm Jeff Ard, and what can I do for you?
Jeff Ard Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote at jeffardinsurance.com.
I believe back here, waning moments of the first half. 2:06 to go here on the Varsity Sports Network. Game of the week here in the Big Bend. The Lincoln Trojans visiting, I will say that with quotes, Bobby, the Rickards Raiders. Of course, we're at Gene Cox Stadium. I'm Andrew Jupe, joined alongside Bobby Latmore. It's the default stadium for all inter-Tallahassee matchups. Of course, Lincoln from the east and Rickards from the south side. So Chris Beard holding strong, the young sophomore quarterback against an athletic Rickards defense, trying to get some points on the board before halftime. Screen out to the left, blown out, shakes the tackle, keeps on going, busts up. And how about that heroic 2-yard gain, Bobby? It's going to be Kamari Morales on the far side getting to the hard way.
And we have another flag on the penalty play. I mean,
he was hit hard in the
personal
backfield.
Foul face mask against Rickards.
Ooh.
Whoa. Man, what a call right there.
So that's going to put him right about midfield. Get that 2 minutes offense going. Lincoln's going to have a legit shot, if that indeed is the call, to get some more points before halftime.
And let me bring it up again. Our local Geico halftime report coming up here in 1:54 when playing time is over here for halftime. We'll either be 14-7 or we'll be tied. You don't know what's going to happen here, so stay with us. Great first half so far here tonight between Lincoln and Rickards. What do you think, Jupe?
Yeah, after an offensive explosion, Bobby turned it into a little chess match. Seeing the offenses, defenses kind of feeling each other out. We see, the big plays limited here in the second quarter as we have 0 points so far in the second frame. Beard ready to get things rock and rolling. First down from right around midfield. He's looking. He wants to go downtown, but he'll settle for the little curl on over, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver on the play there was Stanton Johnson.
He kind of threw that into coverage a little bit there. Not if the receiver comes back, he was still falling away from the pass. If he comes back to the ball, he could have that, maybe have a pass interference call, but he just kept running away from the ball, and the defender had a chance to knock it away. So 2nd down and 10 now for the Trojans.
It's a good point, Bobby. It could have been bad news.
It's always a good point, Jupe.
Well, that's why we got you here, Bobby. A little pitch out of the far side. Looks to be enough. It looks like they're going to mark him short.
They got him short.
Ooh.
Yeah, they got him real short. So it'll be enough 3rd and 1 coming up now for Trojans. He did not get across the first down line. Looked like he did from up here, but we're not down there.
And the chain gang getting a little action over there. They had to disperse as the players came in and converged on the reception there. And we're going to set up with a 3rd and short. And we have another flag on the play.
And Rickards is just giving him the ball down the field right now.
So they may indeed get bailed out by the Raiders on this one. And so they'll get their first down, Bobby.
Nice job right there by the sophomore. I mean, Rickards has their ears pinned back right now, ready to come after him, and trying to hold the Trojans out of the end zone here. So they got a lot on their mind right now, and he just barked out his cadence and drew the Raiders offside. So first down now for the Trojans.
And with 93 seconds, they need just about 35 yards. We may have another one if they would have snapped it. An eager Raiders defense trying to get after this young quarterback. Once again, Bailey's in the backfield with Beard. He's going to keep it. Nice block by the running back there. He'll rip off a solid gain. They continue to move the ball forward. It's going to set up a 2nd down and very manageable after about 4 or 5 on the ground by the quarterback.
Clock continuing to run. About to go under a minute left to go here until halftime. Trojans not really any sense of urgency right now.
I don't think they want to leave any time on the clock here for the Raiders. But, of course, they got to score. They have to do their own due diligence here, Bobby, and get their own points. Can't worry about the other team. Beard stepping back. The lefty throws over. He sailed it. Intended receiver.
He had the man open.
Intended receiver was the old UCF commit, Mar Morales Jr.
Yep, he had him and just overthrew him slightly, and he had a lot of running room ahead of him.
So they're going to set up shop. Should bring up a 3rd down and moderate now. Ball still marked right around the 31, 32-yard line. Expanded Lincoln Trojan line here. Tight end in on this one as they go 3 wide receiver. Morales on the far side picks up the block. Throw over the middle once again. Curry, the intended receiver, couldn't hook up with Beard on that one. It's going to bring up, I believe, 4th down according to the yardage sticks.
He's got receivers breaking open. He's just got to learn to calm down a little bit and hit him in stride.
All right, 52 seconds left. Coach, what do you call here 4th down in the opponent's territory? You know, it would be 45-plus yard field goal, so that seems to be off the table. Are you going to go for it here?
Oh, absolutely.
I like the call. Beard just going to get set with 4 wide receivers, 4 wide outs. Tight end's going to be split here on the inside. Bailey, the running back. Beard looking left, scrambles. He's going to break containment, try to wheel out, and that is just a safe play.
Throw the ball?
It looked like he just ran out of bounds. I don't think he ever released it.
I don't think he threw it. Raiders stop him. It looked like he was over the line of scrimmage and threw it, but they didn't call it. So they're going to call it a turnover on down. So Raiders with 45 seconds left to go here until halftime. Man, that's a lot of time for this team.
Yeah, we saw their first 2 drives combined maybe.
4 plays.
Maybe take 45 seconds.
Maybe.
So I want to see if they throw the deep ball here. We can't get Solomon Wilson there on the far side. He's getting some press coverage here, so they don't want him breaking out. Some good coverage by Jalen Glaze so far, young sophomore. And they're getting some help over the top, but I'd love to see him break deep if they can get him isolated. Looking over the middle, pitch and catch, first down and more, over midfield. Inside the 45, and they're going to hold him up a little bit, so they'll run off a little clock. Zabisky in on that one, catch made by Cowart. He's having a great day today. So far this evening, already a big touchdown catch.
Kind
Rickards.
of a prevent defense there by the Trojans. Let the middle wide open and a nice 20-yard gain, 25-yard gain into Trojan territory at the 45. You don't want to do that to Rickards.
When the clock gets rolling again, we'll dip inside. 35 seconds now. Rickards 1st and 10 here from the 45. Clock is more of a factor. They'll go over the top after a little split read on the wide receivers here. Intended receivers Kendrick Kelly. The slot receiver went out wide. Chris Pitts left Kelly with a nice little gap there right around the 30-yard line. Couldn't hook up with Marcus Riley there, but the clock will stop, most importantly for the Raiders. 28.5 seconds to go here in the opening frame. Lincoln deferred, so they will be getting the ball back in the second half. So we have a play here on out to the far side. Looks to the halfback, see if they can try to keep him in bounds. And it looks like they do. The clock will continue to roll, signaled by the far side referee. Cowart, the man that was stopped. So with 15.7 seconds, they're going to burn a timeout. We're going to keep it here, or we want to bounce out?
We're going to keep it here a little bit, go over some scores if we know if they're right or not. I mean, we just looking around the Big Bend right now, bringing you some scores from around the area. We'll also have the scores for you on our local Geico halftime report coming up at halftime very soon. So make sure to stay with us at halftime. We'll have the Lincoln Band along with the Rickards Band also on the local Geico halftime report. Jim Smith, your local Geico agent on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee. Stop in by his office. Hey, the Gecko's there, man. I'm telling you. Get your picture taken with the Gecko. He's right there in the office. As soon as you walk in, you can't miss him. And if you're really, really nice, he'll wave to you.
That's that downtown, right on the corner.
Right on the corner. You can't miss it.
Monroe and Tennessee Street.
Yep.
Good office location. They got a nice little office complex there, Bobby. Finally got rid of that empty lot. It was just an eyesore. You know, one of the main intersections of the town. You know, you've got a surging housing market. They're trying to really build up the city. You know, Gaines Street has been redone, and then, you know, you just leave parts of the city like that. But finally got that addressed. Nice-looking complex there.
What, are you running for mayor?
I'm just trying to set the scene for the people here.
Golly. You're going to have to start getting you sort of campaign going right now. But, yes, you are correct. That is a nice little complex right there. Really, when you come into town, that's the center of town, basically right there in Monroe and Tennessee, and that's got a really good eye appeal, good curb appeal right there with that building set up right there. And Jim Smith, local Geico agent, sitting right there. You can't miss it with that nice big blue sign.
5 seconds on the play clock here. They get the snap off. Riley's going to bootleg left. He's going to look to throw against his body. Spins out of a tackle. He's going to go back. He's going to tuck it and run. But the clock continues to go. 6 seconds as he's brought down. And Coach Quentin Lewis getting off the sideline, chasing down the man in the stripes, gets the timeout. Shout out to Coach Lewis for that one. It's going to bring up a 4th down here. Timeout. We're going to jump out. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 on Comcast, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Someone's hacked all our technology.
Technology. Say, have you seen all the amazing technology in Geico's mobile app?
Mobile app?
Look, electronic ID cards, emergency roadside service. I can even submit a claim.
Make sure to go by your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. Agent Jim Smith, located on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee, or give him a call at 850-778-4000. Jim Smith, our local Geico agent.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Yeah, no kidding. Welcome back, everybody, to Gene Cox Stadium, Hurley Red Field. here in beautiful Tallahassee, Florida. First day of fall evening, as Andrew Jupe told us earlier, Bobby Latmore along with the Jupe. And great evening here in Tallahassee, man. It is so much fun here on Friday Night Lights. 4 seconds left to go here at our local Geico office halftime report. So as everybody gets set, ready to go. 2 timeouts left for Lincoln, 1 timeout left for Rickards. 4 seconds left. This is probably going to be the last play of the game. I mean, of the half. Oh.
Whoa, short game.
You take it over now.
All righty. Like you said, Bobby, probably the last play of the half, pending a defensive penalty. Riley is going to step back, looking deep, shakes one off. He'll scramble, and the backside pursuit almost gets him. He'll shimmy out of this one. He's going on the ground. Does he have the blocks to pick it up? All or nothing. He's backtracking, but eventually gets taken down. A little song, a little dance from Marcus Riley makes it exciting. But all is said and done, just about a 10, 15-yard gain, and it'll send us into the Geico halftime report here from Gene Cox Stadium. I'm Andrew Jupe alongside Bobby Latmore. 14 for the Rickards Raiders and 7 for the Lincoln Trojans. So we'll bounce out for some commercial. We'll bring it on back, go over some scores, get some halftime updates here on the Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 for Comcast customers, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Are you looking for affordable motorcycle insurance? What can Jeff do for you?
Understanding to make sure you have the safety course, to make sure you understand you have the organization discount, prior insurance discount, good rider discount. I'm Jeff Ard, and what can I do for you?
Jeff Ard Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote at jeffardinsurance.com.
Someone's hacked all our technology.
Technology. Say, have you seen all the amazing technology in Geico's mobile app?
Mobile app?
Look, electronic ID cards, emergency roadside service. I can even submit a claim.
Make sure to go by your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. Agent Jim Smith, located on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee, or give him a call at 850-778-4000. Jim Smith, our local Geico agent.
Geico. Expect great savings and a whole lot more.
Different flavors make the world go around. And now try the flavor of hot honey mustard on the boneless wings meal. Served with crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a 22-ounce drink. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
Welcome back, everybody, to the third quarter tonight here at Gene Cox Stadium. Jupe, take it away, baby.
All righty, get ready to rock and roll here. Half number 2. The Trojans getting ready to receive down a touchdown, 14-7, here on the south side, Gene Cox Stadium. Playing host, and we finally got the full crowd going there on the visitor side.
Yep.
Pretty good-looking house here on a Friday night, first day of fall. Kickoff here, coming near sideline, directional kick, and it's going to bounce out of bounds.
Good thing they bounced out of bounds because no one went to cover it for the Trojans.
Took it on the short hop. Dangerous over there because, of course, Bobby, if it is fielded by the kicking team, it's just like an extended onside kick.
That's exactly right.
So
you know your football. That's pretty good.
I try to pretend every now and then. Pick up some stuff here and there where I can. Of course, you got to interact with some people like yourself, Bobby. Soak up some knowledge. The old coach.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Lincoln deferred. They won the toss. They deferred to the second half, and they get the ball starting the third quarter tonight. they're pretty. Things are pretty tight here so far, and we've already got what do we got here going on?
Kick up. It looks like they have the first down chains spotted at the 35, but the players are beyond that. It looks like they went to the first down marker, Bobby. They thought that was the line of scrimmage, so they're going to reel them 10 yards back. Hey, love the intensity, if intentional, by the Trojans there. You pick up 10 yards anywhere you can get it. They'll be ushered on back to the 35. Ball will be spotted for sophomore Chris Beard. Coach Quinn Gray, first-year coach of the Lincoln Trojans, going against his buddy, Coach Quentin Lewis. He said they're good friends, Bobby. 364 days a year and 20 hours. So there's 4 hours of game time. They are enemies. At a 5-yard loss here on the rush, the opening play of the second half for the Lincoln Trojans.
Not good way to start it out, especially when you get the ball coming out at halftime. You really want to put something together, and that's not the way to start it off.
Heading in the wrong direction, so it's going to set up a second down and long here. They break out the 3 wide receiver set. 1 back on the play here for Beard. Ball fumbled on the snap, and he'll just get out of it. Slide down. Looks like a knee caught him in the helmet. So a rough-looking slide there. He'll get back, looks like just beyond the original line of scrimmage to the nose of the ball will be over the 35-yard line. So it'll be right around a 3rd and 10, as if they had 2 incomplete passes. So they'll tuck in. They'll go 3 wide receivers. The tight end, Kenny Morales, close to the line. And snap to Beard. Lefty looking over to the near sidelines. Got a man on the hash mark, and it didn't look like he was expecting the ball, Bobby. A good throw. He put it right in between the corner and the secondary help. But the ball falls incomplete, intended for Marco Scarica on the play.
Tough break there for Lincoln coming out of halftime. You didn't really want to go 3 and out, and that's exactly what they did here to start things out. So
we'll see as a punt away pending for the Trojans. It's going to be Scarica to give the punt. 1 return man. Usually we see 2 here from Rickards. Must be confident in the positioning here. Punt is on the way. A low punt. Spinner fielded right around the 33. Room to run here, coming near sideline over the 50. 45 shifts out of a tackle. He's going the wrong way. Back to about the 50-yard line, and he falls down. And that's when you're doing too much, Bobby.
You get tired, or you just finally say, I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Let's just go down.
Couple spin moves there.
I
Maybe he just got dizzy.
And he got dizzy,
yeah.
And then he figured he was going the wrong way, and he says, I'm not scoring that touchdown.
Very possible. But regardless, Jaden Gillum, excellent return there by the sophomore running back. We might get a little bit of him later on in this game. They like to bring him up, a little change of pace, when Coates, get some rotations in there. So we'll see a little bit of a different look. One of the first times we've seen the pistol, if they stay with it here for the Raiders. That's what they line up in, 3 wide receivers. Coates, the running back, behind Riley in the semi-shotgun. Ball at the near hash mark, 50-yard line. They're going to go option. Whoa, dangerous pitch. It goes on the turf, and it looks like Riley's able to dive on that. But that was an ill-advised play, and they're going to lose almost 15 on that.
Same start for Rickards as Childs. It's almost like, as Lincoln. It's almost like they didn't listen in the locker room.
Yikes, that was dangerous there. It was like a little lob, like you're throwing an alley-oop over the crashing defender there. Lincoln could have very easily scooped that one up. But the Raiders get out of it, still lose about 13 yards on the play. They have to get to the 40-yard line of Lincoln. They are currently at their own 37, 38-yard line.
Yeah, I put 25 down because I have no idea how far that is, and we got a timeout on the field. Rickards is just, they're clueless right now. Let's take a break.
Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, Channel 239 if you're a Comcast customer. And we're simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
97!
Did you say 97?
Yes.
That reminds me of Geico's 97% customer satisfaction rating.
97%?
Helped by Geico's fast and friendly claim service.
Oh yeah, baby. Geico's as fast and friendly as it gets.
Make sure to go by your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. Agent Jim Smith, located on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee, or give him a call at 850-778-4000. Jim Smith, our local Geico agent.
And we're back here, third quarter of action. 14-7 still our score here on the Varsity Sports Network. High school football game of the week. The Rickards Raiders leading the Lincoln Trojans 14-7, as we said. The Raiders, after a botched pitch, are looking at a second and about 25 to go. They'll throw this one over the middle. And that was a dangerous ball. Incomplete when it's all said and done. Riley trying to slice it through that Trojan secondary to the defensive.
It hit him right in the chest.
Yeah.
I mean, it came right off him. But, man, Riley has got a gun. You got to like the arm on this kid.
Destin Coates, the intended receiver, slinging it through Sabisky, as well as Jacoby Peterson in the area of the intended receiver for the Trojans' defense. A little bit of switch of personnel here. Chris Pitts back onto the field for the Raiders. And it looks like Cowart's going to go far side. Coates will remain on the field, so they're going to split him out as one of the 5 wide receivers. He's going to be to the right, the innermost receiver in this slot for Riley. He's going to look that way to his right, breaks pressure, collects himself, delivers an excellent ball, first down and more, over the 30-yard line. An excellent little pitch and catch. He circled around, beat the pressure, reset, calmed the nerves, and a good-looking delivery. Big pickup by the Raiders there.
Jupe, it's evident you give this kid time, he's going to pick you apart. His receivers are good enough to find an open spot, and he's good enough to hit them. You cannot let this kid sit back in the backfield and just sit back there and just let things develop. You got to be on him quick.
They're going to bring Coates back into the backfield again. Looks like a movement here on the near side of the Rickards line. And they're going to get him with the false start, so they'll back it up. Still here on first down as they are freshly on the Lincoln Trojans side of the field. The penalty will put them back right around the 41-yard line. First down and 15 to go for the Raiders. And that's one thing that Marcus Riley has been working on, and Coach Lewis has been emphatic about him not becoming a better athlete, Bobby, but a better quarterback. And they've really been concentrating on pocket presence, delivery of the balls, and we've seen that this season as even from a couple games ago versus Leon, and then a couple months before that, the spring game, as a lot more capable passer as he's going to break containment. He's going to try to get the corner and hold this one down, but he's going to wait. He's going to throw it up deep. He's got a man in the end zone, but he runs out of real estate. Incomplete, and that could have been a big one. Intended receiver there was the
We have a late flag down, Jupe. Did they hit him out of bounds, or what did they do right here?
Could be a late hit on the quarterback. Hit out of bounds, like you said, Bobby. Trevor Solomon Wilson, the ex-Trojan, the intended receiver here on the back corner of the end zone near sideline.
Rickards coaches don't look happy, so it may be against them.
Maybe a holding on that scramble.
Yep.
Maybe a push-off offensively on one of these.
They're waving it off. That's the second one they waved off tonight. Interesting.
Taking it off the field. Always good for them to pick it up there.
Let them play, right?
I like it. Let the kids have some fun, baby. It's Friday. It's the weekend, Bobby.
All right, now. Calm down, baby. Calm down now. Come on.
Cheers to the weekend is what they say. And we get a little bit of a different look here from the Rickards Raiders. 2 backs, I believe, for the first time in the game. They gave us to the tailback. It's going to be Coates. He's going to go right down the middle behind the left tackle there. Pickup of about 5 or 6, which will erase the penalty yardage. But it's still going to be right around 10, 11 yards to go here on third down. So this is going to be a pretty big conversion for Rickards. Still only that 7-point lead, Bobby, here 9 minutes to go in the third frame.
Yep. First time you saw that, that's probably a play that the coach from Rickards called. The coaches said, you know what, let's just settle back down. We've been opening it up too much. Let's get back down to some football, get some yardage back, and that's exactly where they are, 3rd and 10.
Coates is going to split out and go left, but they're going to go screen near side. Trevor Solomon Wilson, his first reception of the ball game, but he falls over on the screen pass, so they're going to lose around 3 on the play there. So it's going to set up a scenario where they need to pick up about 15 on 4th down, and so it looks like they're going to bring out the punting unit.
Yep. Just the receiver had nowhere to go. He just went ahead and took a seat on the field instead of getting hit, working for more. I mean, he had a long way to go, but Lincoln with a nice job of corralling everybody on that Rickards offense right there.
Doesn't look like the punting unit. They have Trevor Solomon Wilson, the typical punter, has come to the sidelines, so that's why I thought they might have been faking it, but it looks like they're going to bring up another man to punt it away. Chris Pitts, also a wide receiver that punts,
Fake.
Bobby, and they're going to fake it. They're going to throw it down the field near sideline, but he dropped it right about the 20-yard line near hash mark, so I thought something was up. A little bit of an interesting look for Rickards. Not a bad position to call out for the fake there.
They had it. They had it open, just in and out of the hands of the receiver, so nice job right there. Hey, defense is playing well. Let's see what the Trojans can do right here. Do we have another flag? Man, there's a lot of laundry on the field tonight.
And it looks like we have a final. I'm getting an update, Bobby. They may have started the game early. I'm not sure. Maybe just a fast-moving game. Maybe they did a running clock from Charles. Score update. Final. Northside. Timberwolves 48. Bay High School. The Tornadoes 7. Childs back to 500 emphatically.
Give it up for the Timberwolves up on the north side up there. They have just made District 1, Region 7 a lot more fun.
Woo, things are going to be interesting. Of course, Trojans here, one of those teams. Skirick is going to take the jet sweep. He's going to split out 5 yards or more. He's going to be swung out of bounds. It looks to be just shy of the first down marker, which is at midfield. And we have another flag on the field here as we are just under 8 minutes to go here in quarter number 3.
Sometimes you just want to let them play.
Oh, it looks like one of the side judges took that one. He's kind of bending over. Bobby got a little hit by the play action.
Against Rickards.
And they will mark the foul against Rickards. Is the chain gang getting some action early?
They're getting some action, all right. So that's a big, huge play. Again, Rickards giving up the yardage to the Trojans here. Something you don't want to do. You're only down by 7 right now.
Mm-hmm. And this is one thing that was very
48 to 7. So that score was right the whole time when we were watching it.
It looks like it. They were a
Give
little
it up
behind.
to Coach Pettis up there at the Timberwolves. Took him 2 games to get going, but you know what? Hey, when he gets rolling, he gets rolling. There it is. Comes up on my screen. 48 to 7. Childs beating Bay, the Tornadoes out of Panama City. Wow.
You know, they say, Bobby, you break the seal and it keeps flowing. Looks like the Childs offense is doing just that. A keeper by Beard. He's going to rip off 10 plus. It looks like he'll have enough for another first down. And all of a sudden, the Lincoln Trojans are on the fringe of the end zone, Bobby. Looking to tie up this ball game, get it a little closer, see what they can do here at the 25-yard line, it looks like, of Rickards.
Nice job there by the quarterback again on the read option. He kept it, saw the hole off to the left side, picked up a nice 10 yards.
And this is the Kamari Morales zone. Watch for the big tight end here. Give is to the tailback. Minimal gain, if anything, on that one. Little substitution of tailback. Caleb Matthews Jr., first look we've seen by him. One of 3 running backs deployed so far for the Trojans. Oh, and here we go, the linebacker. He's going to come in, a running back, big part of the running game last year. Seen him sporadically this year. Lorenzo Gaithers Jr., number 27, coming in to play tailback for the Trojans right now. 3 wide receiver set. A lot of linemen down there. They're going to go play action. Beard, bootleg left, trying to get the corner. Can't get it. How about that bring down on the near sideline? And it's Malik Darasol again, another tackle for loss for the Rickards Raider.
Gotta love the defense right there. They had him on the outside, didn't let him get break containment, get around the corner, and nice job by Rickards to keep him for no gain. And we have another penalty flag down.
Interesting to see what we have on the call here.
In the spot where it's at, it's usually holding.
Mm-hmm. Away from
They're waving it off. Wow, that's the 3rd flag they've waved off tonight. Not sure if these are new referees or they're getting overmatched by the other referees, but, man, that's the 3rd penalty flag waved off this evening. So, okay.
That is a good point, Bobby. Very interesting dynamic developing within the staff of the referees here, so we'll be sure to keep posted.
No, you can. I'm not even going to bother with it. I'm waiting for the Leon County Sheriff's guy to come back out and tell them what to do.
Yes, third down here for the Trojans. We're going to throw it. Near sideline, caught, and ushered out of bounds. It looks like it's going to be just short of the first down, though. Curry with the catch. Pickup of about 8, so they're going to need a healthy 2 to get the first down on this one.
Nice little play right there. Nice out route for Trojans to pick up nice 8 yards. If you're going to go on 4-down territory, which they are, on this side of the field, pick up 8, and you got a nice manageable 4th down and 2.
Trojans now in the red zone. Finally able to connect with Curry, the wide receiver who caught that one. Had 2 or 3 balls that were overthrown or just couldn't get with him as we have a timeout by the Raiders. So we'll step out here, Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 for Comcast customers, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Are you looking for affordable motorcycle insurance? What can Jeff do for you?
Understanding to make sure you have the safety course, to make sure you understand you have the organization discount, prior insurance discount, good rider discount. I'm Jeff Ard, and what can I do for you?
Jeff Ard Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote at jeffardinsurance.com.
2 games they combined for 76.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Varsity Sports Network's presentation of Tallahassee Big Bend High School football here on the Varsity Sports Network. Got an update on the score down in Wakulla, Gaston County. The Jaguars and the War Eagles down there. The War Eagles at the half, 28-7 over Gaston County. Something that you had mentioned before. You think Wakulla's on a mission now. Also, an update on the score: North Florida 7, Providence 0 at the half. That changed a little bit. Also at the half, Jefferson County 14, FAMU 0. There's a look at some of the scores around the Big Bend area. Sponsored by our local Geico office, Jim Smith on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee.
4th down on the play here. Beard, shotgun, Bailey, back, bootleg, left, throw against his body. He
he's got it.
The man. He's wide open on the far sideline. He's got an escort, slows down, takes the hit, charges with the second ever touchdown, Trojans.
What a play. Give it up to the coach from the Trojans with a beautiful backside screen, countering one way and going back the other, and just absolutely had everybody.
We have total bedlam here over on the stands. Rickards and Lincoln going at it here in the crowd, as an extra point would tie it up, but I thought the defensive lineman was going to clip that one, but it just barely got over his hands. An excellent delivery by Beard, and in to get the touchdown for the Lincoln Trojans. Marn Morales, I believe. And the extra point is up, and the extra point is right down Main Street. So here at Gene Cox Stadium, 14 apiece. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 for Comcast customers, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Is that iced tea?
Nope, it's lemonade.
Is that iced tea?
Lemonade.
Iced tea?
What's with these people, man? Lemonade. Read the sign. Lemonade. Read it.
Okay.
Delicious.
Iced tea at a lemonade stand? Surprising.
Make sure to go by your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. Agent Jim Smith, located on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee, or give him a call at 850-778-4000. Jim Smith, our local Geico agent.
It's lemonade, man.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
And ready to kick it back after the raucous touchdown celebration from the Lincoln Trojans. They have tied this up 14 apiece here in quarter number 3, right about halfway through the opening quarter of the second half. Marco Skorica getting ready to give it back to the Raiders. Tandem return team back there. Cower and Coates back to receive. Coates is going to field it on the far side. He's going to charge back near side. Splits over the 25. He's got a gap. 30, 35. Jukes outside. Shoestring tackle on the play there. I believe it was Lorenzo Gaithers Jr. able to come up with it. Could have been a big one for Destin Coates, but a good little return there.
I think you're about to see a lot of Destin Coates coming up here. As a matter of fact, looks like we're going to take a quick water break. We'll take one with him, too. This is the Varsity Sports Network here on WVUP TV 45, Comcast 239. Simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Back here on offense, and for the first time since early in the first quarter, Rickards has the ball, and we have a tie ball game. Huge touchdown for Lincoln off a 4th down conversion has evened the score. 5 wides delivered by Riley. First down and more over midfield on the pitch and catch there, right around the far hash mark. Reception made by Ferrante Cowart. Looks like we're going to show a little tempo here after the first down.
It's almost like Rickards plays with you a little bit, trying to get some things done, work on stuff, and then when they really need to get down the field, they just go.
Spread them out and let the athletes do work, Bobby. Love it. So here we go. Riley going to go empty back set, flag on the play here. And based on the reactions, we have a false start of the Trojan defense. They seem to be clapping. And so the head referee will mark off a little false start there. So Rickards, after the first down, will be backing it up.
You know, a lot of these guys are friends. They may live across town from each other, but they know who they are. They're friends. They get on the competition a little bit, and they get after each other. But you know what? They're having a little bit of fun right now, jawing back and forth across each other from the line. Those big hogs on the offensive and defensive lines right there.
Oh, yeah, trying to get things rock and roll. That's part of the fun, Bobby. Talk a little trash. Make some plays. Riley's going to tuck this one. Oh, slips on the cut. He'll pick up a couple on the gain, but the field and the footing by Riley will prevent him from getting any more. Ball's going to be marked exactly at midfield.
We've talked about it before, and something that maybe Leon County needs to really look at. This field right now, midway through the season, is just absolutely terrible. It's been chewed up all night and all so far the whole season with this number of teams playing on it.
And it's only going to get worse,
It's
Bobby.
only going to get worse.
We're coming into district play, and so we're going to get 2 games a week at this stadium. Screen pass, near side, hit up! Laying the lumber! Lincoln Trojans preventing a big gain there, and how about that smackdown by the defensive lineman Charles Blake?
When you hit when you hit your screen pass, that running back has to pray that a lot of those offensive linemen block those big guys coming through, and they did not. And he met him square on, and what a beautiful tackle right there. No gain on the play, 3rd and 13, still for the Raiders.
So here we go. They'll have to get to right around the 37-yard line of the Trojans. Ball marked at midfield. Riley going to go empty back again. 5 wide, 3 wide receivers. He's escaping pressure. He's got a linebacker who's going to throw this one. Slant route, first down and more inside the 30. How about that catch there? Pickup of right around 20. Good-looking play here on the near side. Ferrante Cowart developing a nice rapport so far in this game with Marcus Riley.
Jupe, I don't think, unless there's unless you put the Lincoln guys up against the Rickards guys, these are 2 of the best passing offenses in the city right now, probably anywhere in North Florida. And that play right there, that's collegiate.
Yeah.
That was a collegiate level play.
Breaking containment. Hits a tight window. How about throwing into there? The converted wide receiver with the pitch and catch. Love when they go 5 wide. They're doing it again. Out to the left side. And it's going to be an incomplete. Bring up a 2nd down here for the Raiders. Driving now in Trojan territory. Things kind of picking up. We felt the energy level skyrocket after that screen pass. Both sides of the ball, Bobby. And now an answer by Rickards has their fans going. So like you said, get the little back and forth. Things starting to get rocking and rolling here in the latter stages of the 3rd quarter. Just over 4 minutes to go. It looks like Rickards going to go empty back again. 5 wide. They're going to put the 3 wide receivers to the near side here. Watch out for Kendrick Kelly here, the man close to the sideline. Chris Pitts, Cowart. Destin Coates is going to split out to the left. And throw is on over to the left, going down the sideline, caught! And it looks like we have a touchdown, and we do. Raiders on the far side take back the lead. It's going to be 20-14. A good-looking pitch and catch there. Ball caught on the far side of the Raiders. Looks like Malik Miller, the sophomore, Bobby.
Nice job right there. Good slant. It's kind of a skinny slant going up the field. And Riley with a nice bullet hit him in stride. There's no defense for that.
Great pitch, great catch. And this will once again make it a 7-point ball game. Salazar can convert. Extra point up. And the extra point is good. So 3 for 3 for Salazar. We'll jump out commercial break. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239, Comcast customer, and simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Zaxby's Chicken Finger Plate Meal. Serve with 4, 5, or 6 chicken fingers, crinkle fries, Texas toast, coleslaw, Zax sauce, and a 22-ounce drink. Zaxby's, indescribably good.
Back here, and once again, a 7-point margin, 21-14 score count. The Raiders leading the Trojans. The 1-2 Trojans. Locally, people getting a little down on them. They played a brutal schedule. Coach Gray giving them no breaks, but they're fighting back here. And that tough schedule is paying dividends against a brutal 5A team here at Rickards Raiders. And we've got a heavyweight fight back, Bobby. After a 7-point margin at halftime, no scores in the second. Each team has locked a touchdown here in the third quarter. And this is going to be a war going down the stretch.
No question. And I think coming down the stretch, Jupe, and if you can agree with me or not, it's the team that stays in discipline, stays within themselves, doesn't get the penalties, doesn't get excited, is the team that's going to come out on top.
Kick on the way. Salazar going to give it to the up man. Fielded near sideline, right about the 18-yard line. Hesitation on over to the 30. Following his blockers over to the 35. Should be right up to about the 37. So good little return by Marco Scarica. Doing the return. Return, kicks, does a little bit of everything out there,
yep.
Bobby. Nice little effort by the sophomore wide receiver, kicker, kick returner, whatever you want him to do.
He's jack of all trades.
Yeah. Get an athlete, get him a jersey, and throw him out there, let him make plays. So, man, this is a tight ball game, and the first time that Coach Quentin Lewis and Coach Quinn Gray have faced off locally in high school, Bobby.
Yep.
Of course, last time they played each other in college. Bethune-Cookman, FAMU, they were in a dogfight down in Orlando. What were you doing back in the year 2000? Exactly. They were playing football. 31-28 was the score count. We're getting a very similar close-knit ball game here. We have a screen pass. Oh, near collision, but ball caught successfully on the pass there and moving on down the line. But, yeah, that was a battle. FAMU would end up prevailing, of course, on the back of Quinn Gray. He had 4 touchdowns through almost 400 yards in that game.
That's why we've got you here.
I love a little history, Bobby. Oh, look at this. We got no coverage here on the slot receiver. Okay, he's open. They're going to run.
Fumble.
Fumble, and the ball's on the ground. Lincoln saying they have it. Pile of bodies. It looks like Beard may have gotten back on top of that one. And he cradles the ball. And the head referee holding the ball. No significant movement, so it looks like they're going to keep it with the Trojans.
Lucky break there for the Trojans right there. He went to pull it out, and the running back still wanted to keep it and took it away from the quarterback, and it went on the ground. Good job by the quarterback to jump on it, keep the Trojans alive here on third down.
Beard's going to reset. They're going to go 2-back set after the motion. He's going to keep it. Follow the blockers. Go right side over midfield. First down and more. Good little run by Chris Beard there.
They set it up. You knew it was coming. Everybody saw it, and a great job by that right side of that Trojan offensive line. Just cleared a path, and then they picked up 10. They needed 5. They got 10.
Yeah, huge blocks on the far side there. Excellent work from this line, as he said. Jaquez Paul, Evan Quigley, Going to kick, shout out to the linemen there on the right side. They often do not get enough credit for the work that they do in the trenches. Hand off to the tailback, and he's dropped. Little to no gain on that one. And on the other side of the line, Rickards responds. Reggie Thurman, senior on the tackle there. He's going to bring up a 2nd down and long for the Trojans.
They gave him a yard on that. I didn't see him pick up anything.
Very generous. So 2nd and 9. My apologies. 3 wide receivers. Running back Bailey to Beard's right. He's going to keep it. Oh, right down Main Street. And the ball's on the ground. Pyle and Rickards is celebrating. No official ruling, and they have it. Takeaway by this Rickards Raiders defense, and they will get the ball back up 7. And emerging from the pile with the ball, Javon Peterson. 3 interceptions, couple passes defended on the season. Gets another one for the Raiders there.
Tough break for the Trojans. Beard had the 1st down again, and unfortunately somebody reached in there from the Raiders and stripped it clean, and they came up with the turnover. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that is the first turnover of the game.
Yeah, I believe so, Bobby, and that's going to be a check off of the big board. Is Lincoln, I don't know if you're familiar, Bobby, has these boards with list of accomplishments in their locker room of offensive, defensive things they want to accomplish. One of those things is no turnovers. So they were almost 3/4 of the way through this one, but they dropped their first turnover of the ball game here. They had 4 takeaways last week versus Scambia, no turnovers themselves. Pressure, Riley going to escape, bootleg left, 2 men on him, penalty in the backfield. He's going to escape over midfield, and he's going to slide down to about the 42, 41, 43, somewhere around there. But it's going to be coming back, holding on the offense.
Yep. And if it's from the spot of the foul, it's going to be a big penalty.
Because he backtracked a lot on that one to escape the pressure. To see where they mark it off. It looks like initial indication they're mark it off around the 35 from where the head man
mark it back to the 25. They've got to get to the 50.
25 to go. Easy math there, but not easy yardage-wise.
Nope.
This is going to be a battle. Interesting to see if we can have a little wrinkle in the defense, maybe something special from the Trojans here on defense, trying to prevent this 7-point lead from doubling or getting any larger here. 96 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. Showing little blitz, they back off. 4-man rush, screen down after the near side. Trevor Solomon Wilson with his 2nd reception. Little extracurricular and a little too excited here on the near sideline. So Solomon Wilson on his 2nd reception is going to draw the personal foul, it looks like. Some extracurricular activities, pushing, fighting, shoving here on the Rickards sideline.
Wow. You had them deep, and then again, we talked about that just before this series, or a couple series ago, Jupe. It's the team that stays disciplined, that's not going to give up the stupid penalties tonight, and that's exactly what the Trojans did right here. Automatic 1st down, and that really hurts this Trojan defense. They had them backed up 25. Now they just gave up the personal foul after the play, and it's going to set up an automatic 1st down.
There you go. Ball will be spotted just shy.
Or I could be wrong about this stuff right now, about the personal foul stuff, so let's see what they do.
I think Florida, it's not necessarily a 1st down. So it looks like we're going to have a 1st down and 9. So they're going to replay the down and mark off the penalty yardage as it is. Well, at least that's what's happening here. Stoppage of play by the head referee. See if getting kind of...
Well, that moves them and gives them better field position right now, 2nd down and 9.
So basically they traded the penalty for the big loss on the holding call, or the block in the back. Empty set, and Solomon Wilson gets another one. His 3rd reception of the game, and he's pulling a defender here on the near sideline over midfield, so it is a 1st down and more. So, little second half. Solomon Wilson has all 3 of his receptions here in the 2nd quarter, or excuse me, the 3rd quarter. And maybe threatening, try to ease up the corner, maybe try to hit him over the top, as he is by far the fastest man on the field tonight. Track star, of course, we talked about his sister. He's got a couple looks from some speed schools for track and football. 5 wide receiver set, empty back. And it looks like we have a little combo play here on the out and up. And the ball is caught right around the 40-yard line. Chris Pitts. Solomon Wilson was going deep, so they'll take the 5-yarder, 5-6-yarder this time. Set up a second and manageable here right around the 40-yard line of the Trojans. They're going to mark it right around the 41. Empty back set once again. It's going to be Solomon Wilson here on the near sideline. Pitts, as well as Cowart. Far side. Wide receivers, 2 of them out there. Kendrick Kelly is on the far side, and the screen pass will be thrown to him, and it looks like he will drop that one. Riley cannot connect with him. It should bring up a 3rd down and medium to go here. And Wayne.
Did he drop it, or no? He caught it.
It looked like he
dropped it.
Caught it, and then he took a step or two, but I don't know if they're going to give him the motion. Because the clock is running, so you would have thought if he dropped it, they would have stopped it. Incomplete. Regardless, we're going to get at least this play off here in the 3rd quarter. Play clock right around 5. Empty back. Riley plants his back foot. He's going to take off. Inside the 40. Goes out of bounds right around the 1st down sticks. And they will let the 3rd quarter run out. So we'll blast out of here for a commercial break. As I believe, we just want to make sure this is quarter number 4. And the quarter did expire, and that it did. So we'll jump out. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 for Comcast customers, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Different flavors make the world go around. And now try the flavor of hot honey mustard on the boneless wings meal. Served with crinkle fries, Texas toast, and a 22-ounce drink. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's. Indescribably good.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
Everybody knows that.
Well, did you know that former pro football player Ickey Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44.
Woo! 44, that's me! Get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts, get some cold cuts. Woo! Give me some!
Make sure to go by your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. Agent Jim Smith, located on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee, or give him a call at 850-778-4000. Jim Smith, our local Geico agent.
Woo! Gonna get some cold cuts today.
Wait.
21-7 as we come back from commercial break.
21-14.
21-14 as Bobby corrected me. Make sure he's still ready to rock and roll here. Pistol formation here from Rickards on 1st down. Riley's going to keep it. Pressure, and he's going to be dropped in the backfield. An excellent defensive effort on the play there to contain the speedy, athletic quarterback. Good play by Byron Jackson Jr.
Nice job defensively by the Trojans. Brought the house on that one. Didn't give Riley a chance to set up and do anything with it. And that's what you got to do to this quarterback for Rickards, man, because if you get him time to throw, he's going to pick you apart all night, as he has done all night.
So it's going to reset things. Looks to be 2nd down, right around 14 to go. They're going to need to get to about the 26, 27-yard line for the 1st down. Riley, pressure right up the middle. Delayed blitz gets him. Maybe a little stunt move. How about that? Coming in and slamming Jalen Henry, the junior defensive end, coming in and introducing Marcus Riley to the turf there, Bobby.
Yeah, big loss there for the Raiders. 3rd down, setting up 20 now. It's going to be just, Riley has nowhere to go, and the Trojans have figured this out. Bring the house to keep him off his feet, keep him from setting up, because they know. They've seen what he's done in the first half.
And if they can stop him on this possession here, Bobby, that's going to be a huge play. That's going to be a huge play in the course of this ball game. Back to the 45 is Rickards. They need right around 20. Riley loads up over the middle. They'll get almost all of the yardage they need. Ball caught in the middle of the field by Chris Pitts. If they keep the ball where he's standing, they might need to measure this one, Bobby, but they get all of it back.
I don't think they gave him a good spot. They give him right now, okay, the referee on this side is making the spot. You still have 4th down and about a yard to go. Very short, though. But the referee on the other side, the one I was watching, came in, and he was 2 yards shorter. So let's see where we are.
And they're going to signal 4th down, so they won't even measure. They're
Nope.
going to say that they are short. So it looks like, based on the personnel we have on the field, that Rickards is going to go for it. Coates on the field, Riley. Yeah, that's the offense. Solomon Wilson. Big O-line up there. Ready to get things rocking and rolling. Riley in the backfield with Coates. Riley, keeper, right up the middle. And it looks like he has it. Is that a penalty flag coming in late?
Yep. Nope, 1st down.
And they're going to give it to him. Must have been a towel coming off one of the Lincoln defenders. Just saw a piece of laundry come flying in. Luckily, it was white instead of yellow. So the Raiders will keep on marching. 1st down for the Raiders. And they look to be drawing things out a little bit here as we approach 9 minutes left to go in the ball game. They're still going to go with the empty set. 5 wide receivers for Marcus Riley, spreading out this Lincoln defense, and looks like they're going to show a little blitz.
Here they come.
5-man rush over the middle, caught from behind is the wideout. So good tackle there by Tape on the play. Ball caught again by Chris Pitts. Rodney Tape on the tackle, as we said. He had the only score in that Niceville game, Bobby, week 1.
Really?
They got trounced 48-7. He had a pick 6 that he ran back. The only score Lincoln had in week 1. The Tape, a speedy corner in the secondary. Good-looking tackle. He had a clean-looking jersey. Hadn't heard from him much so far today. And it looks like an early jump here from Raiders. Yep. Looks like the slot receiver may have gone. That should be Coates, I believe. And they will indeed call a false start.
And they shoot themselves in the foot when they keep things going. Both teams have pretty much done that tonight. And, Lincoln had back late in the 3rd quarter on this drive, had Rickards backed up 1st and 25. Next play, personal foul penalty, moved them within 2nd and 9. So who's going to stay the most disciplined team coming down the stretch here?
See if Lincoln has an answer. It would be huge for them to keep it at a 1-score game. If they could come up with a turnover, some kind of forced mistake here that could give them the ball back, put them in position to tie this ball game / cut into this deficit. So, but here and now, it's going to be 2nd down and 10 over the middle. And
almost intercepted. Close.
Closing defenders in on that one. So good play there by the defense of the Trojans. Jalen Griffin in on that one, as well as Jacoby Peterson. Thrown over the middle. Kind of sold out his receiver on that one, Bobby. He got rocked. There in the secondary on the hit off of the drop ball. I believe it was Coates. So Coates is going to come off the field for a little bit. So they're going to go 5 wide receivers. And they all are true wide receivers in the field currently. But it looks like we may have a timeout by the Trojans. So we're going to jump out. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 for Comcast customers. We're also simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Are you looking for affordable motorcycle insurance? What can Jeff do for you?
I have experience with motorcycles, been riding for 38 years. I understand what a biker looks for in a coverage for his bike. I'm Jeff Ard, and what can I do for you?
Jeff Ard Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote at jeffardinsurance.com.
Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Driving here, 21-14 is the score. Raiders have the ball, trying to add to this 7-point lead over the Trojans. Big 3rd down coming for this Trojan defense. The kicking game isn't all that hot for the Raiders, so if they can stop them for no gain, this would be huge. Screen pass, all wide open here on the near sideline. Scooting back inside, another juke move. 3 defenders were made to miss there. Eventually brought down by Isaiah Hendley on the play, but a good-looking scamper by the tailback there to pick that one off. Destin Coates coming out of the backfield for the screen, and they're going to give him the first down, Bobby. Huge conversion for the Raiders.
Yes, big-time conversion. They put Coates out there on the slot, threw it to him, get to the playmakers in the open field, and that's exactly what he did. Made a couple Trojans miss. Picked up, he needed 9, he got 9.5.
There you go. So I think even if they don't gain any more yards, Bobby, maybe a 32-yard field goal or so, I think maybe you're in the range now that Coach Lewis is comfortable bringing that field goal unit on. Oh, Solomon Wilson right through his hands from the delivery of Marcus Riley. About the 8-yard line. Would have caught that one on the slant. Could have had more. Speedy receiver might have got 6.
If he catches that was 6. Woo! He had a nice slant. Safety bit down low on him, and then if he catches that, he walks into the end zone right there.
Good cut off that route.
Yes, no question.
Sharp.
Nice job right there.
So he's going to go to the bench. So we'll have a little change in personnel as we go 4 wide receivers. They're going to bring Coates back into the backfield. So Riley's going to go with a semi-shotgun, more of a pistol look. And it looks like he got the defense to jump. And a flag on the play. And it will be offsides on the defense.
All right, so paybacks right there. Now the Trojan defense giving the yardage away to the Raiders here, making it 2nd and 5. Something that they got to really press down hard on right now. Down 7, getting late in this ball game. They're going to put a lot of pressure on that offense if they can't stop them right here.
I like here on the near sideline, though, the referee threw the flag, and the receiver, who was right by the referee, Carlos Lyons, tried to catch the penalty flag as it was going out of the referee's hands. The wide receivers with the instincts, Bobby. So the junior with a heads-up play. Comical from Carlos Lyons. Good move, young man. Pistol formation once again, 3 wide receiver. Looks like Lyons can stay on the field. He's the receiver here near side all by himself. Usually they go with Solomon Wilson as the ISO receiver, but sometimes they'll sub him out here in the red zone. Give tailback, left side, tackle broken, diving towards a pylon and in, a rushing touchdown. And you know who that is, number 1, Destin Coates.
You got to give it to Coates. He had a bunch of Trojans in front of him, able to get a lot of them to miss, and he just dove in for the 6 points. Nice job right there by Coates.
So that'll be a 2-score advantage now. Salazar trying to come on and add his 4th extra point. A conversion here would make him 9 for 9 in his last 2 games. And that is something Rickards can use down the stretch. As special teams has been struggling the last couple of years. And that, credit to the young man right down Main Street. Salazar converts. We're going to jump out for a commercial break. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 if you're a Comcast customer. Simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Welcome back, everybody. GNS Fence and Deck is your one-stop resource for all your fencing and deck needs. If you have any damage to your fencing or deck due to Hurricane Irma, make sure to call GNS Fence and Deck for the best repair work in North Florida. Whether you're building a new fence or deck or remodeling the one you have, GNS Fence and Deck are the ones to call. Give Travis and the boys a call for a free estimate on your fencing and deck needs. GNS Fence and Deck, 850-391-3870. That's 850-391-3870.
And Jose Salazar getting ready to kick this thing off from the 40-yard line. Give it back to the Trojans, now who encounter their biggest deficit of the game, down 28-14. Ball caught at the 20-yard line. Shifted on out and met by a bunch of Rickards tacklers, surging him back to the 20-yard line. Leading the charge there for the Raiders. Excellent positioning. Vontrez Beverly, the junior linebacker. Ball fielded by Marco Scarica. And here we go, a little bit of an upfield battle. See what the Trojans can dial up here, down 2 scores. Once again, they're going to need a touchdown this drive, Bobby. So I believe we are now in 4-down territory if you're on the Trojan side of the ball.
Yep, no question. Lincoln's really got to move the ball here quickly to get down the field, get some points on the board, and then come back and try to stop this high-powered Rickards offense again with 7:02 left to go here until this one's over.
So Beard's going to line up in the shotgun. It's going to be Bailey, the tailback. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left. Screen pay, far side to the left. Pickup of a couple. Tackled after about a 5-yard gain. Receiver on the play there. Far side, Stan Johnson. John's got a couple good scholarship offers, including down the street. FAMU threw him one.
Good.
Speedy little receiver. Kind of flies under the radar. Over here at Lincoln, of course, you got the USF commit. And USF is rolling, by the way. They're ranked 21. They steamrolled Temple last night.
Yeah, good game last night for USF.
Collegiate action. Chris Beard taking the snap here Friday night. And he's going to go downtown. He's got a man coming down the near hash marks. Couldn't hook up with him. That's Stan Johnson, the intended receiver once again. But how about that coverage here on the near sideline? Impressive effort by the Rickards defense. Looks to be Justin Cruz defending that one. And he's going to walk Stanton Johnson all the way back to line of scrimmage. I like that. But I love when the DBs jawing at the wide receivers on all levels of playing football here. College, pros, and high school.
You're in my house.
There you go. And my bad, that was Lee Whitaker. That was not Justin Cruz. I was going to say a little small for a linebacker. Throws on out to the left side, and it looks like incomplete here for the Trojans. So back-to-back incomplete passes. It will bring up 4th down.
This is what we talked about. They will go for it here on 4th down. They are in 4th down territory. If they don't get this right here, I think Rickards will just run this one out, call it a night. But a big win for the Rickards Raiders if Trojans can't do anything right here.
We're going to get a shotgun set, 4 wide receivers, about 4 solid yards, maybe about 4.5 to gain for the first down. They need to get to just over the 39. Slipped in the cutback. Beard breaks it. Oh, shoestring tackle. Could have ripped a huge gain there, but an excellent little play on both sides of the ball as Beard's able to pick up the first down. And then defensively, Justin Cruz, the man I mistakenly referenced earlier, was able to trip him up and prevent a breakout gain there. So a little damage control, so good for both sides.
And why are we calling a timeout right now? Are you kidding me? You're going to call a timeout on this. This is what I always argue about. All right.
We're going to jump out, commercial break. Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45. That's channel 239 for Comcast customers, and we'll simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Are you looking for affordable motorcycle insurance? What can Jeff do for you?
Understanding to make sure you have the safety course, to make sure you understand you have the organization discount, prior insurance discount, good rider discount. I'm Jeff Ard, and what can I do for you?
Jeff Ard Insurance, serving Florida, Georgia, and Alabama. Call 850-575-2533 or get a free quote at jeffardinsurance.com.
Welcome back, everybody, here to Gene Cox Stadium. Your score here, 28-14, Rickards over Lincoln. Let's check some other scores around the Big Bend as we're getting close to a bunch of finals. Still, we've got a halftime score at St. John Paul, 7, McClay, nothing. Again, we told you about the final down over in the north side of Tallahassee. Childs, 48, Bay, 7. And that one is a final. In the third quarter, Wakulla, 35, Gaston County, 7. We'll come back for more after this.
And it looks like a play action over the middle here. Ball caught and over the 50-yard line. And a good-looking effort there to go over midfield and into Rickards territory. So moving the chains. Lincoln getting a little movement. They got to pick up the speed, though. We are under 6 minutes, so we are in the second half of the fourth quarter. Clock dwindling now, under 5:45. Beard looking far side to the left. He'll throw over the cross route. Ball tipped up in the air, and he almost intercepted it, too. How about that jump off the defensive line? And he's just lying on the ground there as he knows what he could have. It's
he
Malik
had one.
Malik Darrisaw, he's been there all game.
Yes, he has.
Beautiful
You got to give it
effort.
up to him because he just had a great effort right there. Tipped it up. Couldn't get away from the block from the offensive lineman. And nice job by the quarterback to knock it down himself. So sets up another second down now for the Trojans.
As he almost corralled that one-handed after the tip. That would have been amazing. One running back, Bailey. Beard, bootleg, left side, and incomplete as he throws it out of bounds as he escapes the pressure. Closest man was on the far side, but it wasn't really necessarily in his vicinity. Curry, the intended receiver. 5:34 now to go. Third down, a full 10 to go for the Trojans. Beard right about the hash marks as he conferences with Coach Gray on the play call here. Morales still in the play. Looks like an extra lineman on the right-hand side as well. So it's going to be 3 wide receivers. Strong set of the line to the right. Running back Bailey to Beard's left. He's going to look left. A trio of wide receivers. He's going to break containment. He's going to dive towards the first down. I don't think he has it, but he's going to be over the 40-yard line. And a rough spot by the side judge on the far side. He's going to place him just over the 40-yard line, so it's going to bring up a 4th and short. And that should be a 4th and a strong 2 to go here. Same set as last time, but Bailey, the running back, has flipped to the right side, and they're going to rush it, and he's going to pick up enough. Risky call there, but it pays off the left side of the line. The entire side of the field was vacated by all those wide receivers, and Bailey just ran towards the empty space.
Yep, nice job right there. Seeing the open spot, running to it, picking up enough for the first down, 1st and 10 for the Trojans.
Good little combo play there, back-to-back sets. And they're going really close. All the players, except for the 2 linemen and the tight end on the right side, inside the left hash mark on the far side, thrown on over with the crossing route. Out of bounds in the area of the first down marker. The big tight end, once again, Kamari Morales, coming off the edge of the right side of the line across to the left side of the field, going out of bounds. So it'll bring up another short conversion here for the Trojans. 2nd and 1 is the call. We now have a wide receiver here on the far side. We're going to go 4 wides now. The outside receiver is Skarica. Johnson's over here on the far side as well. Oh, Beard
gets out of it.
His jersey, but he slides out of it. And he's going to get out of bounds inside the 20. Slid right off there, and the linebacker has got to be kicking himself. Justin Cruz almost had a huge sack. The quick, fleet-footed Beard able to escape and pick up some positive yards. First down on that one. So a good little evasive maneuver. And that's a wrinkle that, as we discussed earlier, that Beard brings to this Lincoln offense. And I think it's been very successful. He's got over 100 yards rushing today. He's killing it. Handoff. And it's going to be, a bootleg. He's going to keep it. Beard's going to be far side. And he's going to stall and bounce out of bounds there. And it looks like he didn't throw it away, Bobby.
Nope.
So he's going to lose a couple there on the far side.
Lose a couple, try 5. That was not a smart play by Bearden right there. You could have thrown it away and got another second down and still kept it for another 10 yards. Now he's backed up 2nd and 15.
A little interesting development there. But the young man learning on the fly here, sophomore quarterback, trying to lead this comeback effort. The clock is the enemy right now. We are under 4.5. So this drive is taking a pretty significant chunk of that time off of the clock.
Okay, we were perfect, and then you went too low.
3 wide receivers all to the right side. Thrown over the middle, ball tipped to the ground. Receiver takes a shot there. I believe it's Stanton Johnson over the middle of the field. Justin Cruz in on the hit for the Raiders. Good looking break up there. Melvin Bolton also in the action as 2 defenders converging on Johnson for the ball. Once again, it's going to be about 15 yards to get that first down. This time on 3rd down, they're going to have to get to the 10-yard line. Ball is right about the 25-26. And it looks like we have a stoppage of play here. Looks like a timeout. Lincoln. So we'll step away for a quick commercial break. Varsity Sports Network on WVUP TV 45, channel 239 for Comcast customers, and simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Is that iced tea?
Nope, it's lemonade.
Is that iced tea?
Lemonade.
Iced tea.
It's with these people, man. Lemonade. Read the sign. Lemonade. Read it.
Okay.
Delicious.
Iced tea at a lemonade stand? Surprising.
Make sure to go by your local Geico office here in Tallahassee. Agent Jim Smith, located on the corner of Monroe and Tennessee, or give him a call at 850-778-4000. Jim Smith, our local Geico agent.
It's lemonade, man.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
Driving down by 14. Chris Beard and the Lincoln Trojans 14. The Rickards Raiders 28. Trying to get back into this ball game. 2-score deficit, as we said. 4:24 left on the clock. In desperate need of points. But in the short term, they're faced with a 3rd and 15. Need a good conversion here. They need to get to the 10-yard line. Beard's going to set up. He throws, caught over the middle, and he's going to have it right by the first down yardage, and it looks like he should have it. Good little run after the catch. We have a Raider down on the field. It was Curry on the reception.
I think he's tired. He's been run all over the field so far tonight, as with every other part of the defenses on both sides of the field. But a nice pickup right there, a first down pickup for the Trojans. Something they desperately had to have here, coming under 14 minutes left in this one.
That is Justin Cruz, who was slow to get up, and he has definitely been running all over the field. The linebacker been very busy. He's kind of gimpy, looks to be light on that left leg as he's coming to the sideline. So look at a switch of personnel for the Raiders defense. We have a stoppage here.
First and goal from the 10-yard line, so I'm not sure what we've got.
Maybe that was I'm not sure if it's a sideline warning or is he making sure the player's okay. As they do sub him out, maybe they're allowing for an injury substitution.
Both coaches are very highly upset right now because of this stoppage of play, especially the Trojans are trying to get the ball going, and the referees are just walking around talking to people.
Clock's running. It is right about 4 minutes now. Beers going far side, throw on over, and it's incomplete. Intended Kamari Morales, his favorite red zone target. Good coverage by the Raiders there on the far side to ensure that that one was not connected on. Kevin Peterson, the man on defense there. Another personnel change here for the Raiders. Looks like they're going to put in more of a bulky package. Justin Cruz is going to come on. He's back from the injury, as well as Reggie Thurman. So we're going to get a 3-wide receiver look. Look out for Morales. He's on the left side of the line. He's going to go over the middle this time. Beard does hit Morales. He's going to be inside the 10. Good-looking tackle. Goes low on the big tight end. Brings him down there. And
you have to.
Peterson gives him a little Dikembe Mutombo there, Bobby. He wags his finger at him. Morales trying to get to the end zone, and the speedy defensive back able to bring him down. So it's 3rd down and goal. Ball is going to be right around the 6-yard line. Chris Beard now with 2 backs. Morales is going to be in the backfield with him, and he's going to keep it on the play action. Rolling left, thrown up in the back of the end zone, and he
touchdown.
Wants the wire, and he's in there. So Lincoln's going to make it a ball game once again. It's going to be our boy Marco Scarica walking the high wire there on the back of the end zone, able to get those puppies down and in position. Put 6 on the board for the Trojans. 3:23 left. Regardless of if the extra point is made, it is a 1-possession ball game. So the man who just caught the touchdown will now have to compose himself, Bobby, as he's on to take the extra point. Scarica, the kick, hold by Johnson, and the field goal is up, and the extra point is good. So here we go, 28-21. We're going to bounce out for a commercial. Come back, Varsity Sports Network, WVUP TV 45, channel 239 for Comcast customers, simulcast on 97.9 ESPN Radio.
Where Zaxby's is from. Some like it classic. Some like it saucy. For others, it's gotta be crispy. But everyone loves the flavor that brings us together. And whether you like it spicy or old school, you'll like it even more. Because Zaxby's 5 fan favorites are now just $5.99 each. Friends, family, flavor. Zaxby's.
28-21, your new score line. Come out the Lincoln Trojans. So, Coach, 3:23 left. You going to go onside kick here?
You got to. I think you do. I think you don't have enough left in your gas tank and defensively to stop this Raider offense. And for them to do that, it'd be tough to do if they do kick it away.
See if we can get something interesting. We saw a wild onside kick. I don't know if you caught the pro game last night, Bobby, between the 49ers and the Los Angeles Rams. But there was a scenario where the man on the kicking team blocked the man on the receiving team, and it actually hit off of his back and rocketed towards the kicking team, so they were able to recover. It was a beautiful. It was a beautiful.
It was done right.
Because you see the receiving team, they'll just go like battering rams and take out those frontline guys. So the receiving team went the other direction with that. I love the switch up. It was a great little development. So we'll see if Coach Gray, a special teams coach, have anything dialed up here special for the onside kick.
This is the most dangerous play in football right here.
And the onside kick is on the way. They're going to go right down Main Street. And the return man looks to be able to handle it cleanly, despite a couple of big hits from Kamari Morales, as well as Rodney Tape. And Rickards is able to come up with the ball.
Well, we got a break in the action right here. Jupe, let's go down some scores. McClay scores, but so does St. John Paul. So the Panthers are up in the third quarter, 14-7 over there on the other side of Tallahassee. Also down south at Wakulla, 49-14. Let's call that a final. Wakulla beats Gaston County tonight, 49-14. Rolling strong are the War Eagles down there. Hey, FAMU's coming back in the fourth quarter. Jefferson County 14, FAMU 8. That's coming down late in that game right there. One score deal right there. We'll come back with some more scores after this.
Here we go. It's going to be a 4 wide receiver set. Single back. Give is to the tailback for the Raiders. Stopped for a short game. Excellent pursuit by the Lincoln defense there. Tackle made by Tremont Johnson.
Hey, all game long we talked about, or all night long, we talked about Columbia coming over to Madison County. And Madison County looks like to be a second-half team. Up 34-21 over Columbia. That is in Madison right now. Still in the fourth quarter. North Florida Christian 7, Providence nothing.
We get ready to set here once again. Same set. This time Coates is going to be to Riley's left in the backfield. So still with the 4 wide receivers. Solomon is the ISO wide receiver here on the near side. Riley's going to tuck. He's looking to bootleg right. He has a man open on the far side. Caught right around the 40-yard line. He's inside the 30, inside the 20, and ushered out of bounds. So the clock will stop, but the big gain still is ripped off after Jalen Glaze ushers the wide receiver out of bounds.
Staying with the scores in the Big Bend area, Taylor County, well, that one changed on us too. It's 39-0. That has not been updated over West Oaks down there in Perry right now, but then we're showing it still in the second quarter. In the fourth quarter, Gateway over Leon, 31-21, and that is coming close to the end of that one, and we've got another final to report. Godby heads down to Titusville and takes one away from the Terriers down there. Godby 43, Titusville 7. And that is a final, and there was a holding play on that. Rickards moves back. It'll remain second down now after a great pass play. In the scramble, Rickards did hold, and it'll set them back. Second down and 15 now. Jupe.
Going to be a huge conversion here. They're going to spread it out, go with the empty back set for Riley, spread 5 wide receivers. Lincoln needing a play desperately to get back in this ball game. Still down 7, 2.5 to go. So if they come up with a stop, they still have a chance in this ball game, especially if Rickards is going to be content with passing. Ball is caught. They're going to try to get him out of bounds, but he does a nice job of maintaining a 5-yard cushion on the sidelines. That is Kendrick Kelly to be able to keep the clock rolling for the Raiders, but minimal gain, Bobby, 3rd and long.
Yep, still 3rd and long. Down at Sneeds, we talked about this one as well. Over at Sneeds, I should say, Franklin County 21, Sneeds 6. Big surprise over there for that one.
And 5 wide receiver once again here. It's going to be 3rd down and long. Probably about 12 to go. They'll need to get to the 44-yard line of Lincoln. Ball currently at the 45 of Rickards. Riley shotgun steps his back foot. Pressure from the defense. Is he going to get out of it? Throws it away, and he throws it out of bounds. It could be grounding, and it looks like he never escaped the pocket. Flag on the play. And so how about this? A new development. If that is on Raiders' intentional grounding.
They called intentional grounding. The coach on the field for the Raiders, and that is definitely something I would be on the field for as well. That was not intentional grounding. Actually, it should have been a sack. He was in the grasp.
And it looks like, Bobby, because he stepped out of the pocket,
Yep.
so he had broken the tackle box.
He did.
And the defenders.
Well, he's outside the hash marks.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure why they called intentional grounding, but it's a loss of down, moves him back at the spot of the foul. So that's going to set up 4th down and over 20 now for the Raiders. They have to punt. So with a minute 44 left to go, Trojans are going to get the ball back.
So it will be Solomon Wilson to punt it away. It's going to be Marco Skarica, the utility man, to return this one. And they're going to fake it after a bad snap, and he could have it if he doesn't break the tackle. And on a broken play, he's going to go back to the middle of the field. He's risking the first down, but he picks it up.
And we have flag
on the play here. And this may be coming back based on the penalty, which had occurred seemingly after he got the first down. So crazy broken play. Solomon Wilson's able to use his athleticism to pick up the first down, but we have to see the ruling on this one. This could be crucial.
Well,
block in the back.
Block in the back
Rickards.
against Rickards. It's going to move him back from the spot of the foul, but it'll still be 4th down. But it'll move them back, and let's see where they stay. I thought the yardage guys moved, but they did not. I guess they did not. So that's going to move them back to the 50. 4th down and 6 now, so they still pick up a little bit on the break from the running play, but this is a huge setup. Jupe, just to let you know, the clock never started on that play. We are still in 1:44 left to go after that 10-second play.
So another bailout for Lincoln there. If they do get this ball back, that will be huge because that was a big time-consuming play. That could have been at least 15 seconds with all that developed. Of course, we had the hesitation. It looks like Solomon Wilson didn't know if he wanted to run, and then he did, and then he went all the way across the field. So it looks like we have the same personnel setup that they faked the ball last time.
Yep.
Pitts is the deep receiver, and it's going to be Cowart, the up man. So watch for the fake here as it looks like a 4 wide receiver set. I don't know if the Trojans know. They have Skarica back to return. It looks like they're kind of playing a man-to-man return system.
Lincoln's going to call a timeout right now. That's something that I guess Coach Gray did not want to do right there because he's got to save his timeouts. But we're going to stay here too because that's interesting. Now they're saying that the play clock ran down to 1:29. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, if it was
I'm not sure anybody knows what's going on with the play clock, but we'll see.
Is it perhaps maybe because it's under 2 minutes, and if it's on the offense, is there a 15-second runoff?
Jupe,
is that a thing?
We're guessing stuff. I don't know. I do not know.
Because that is exactly 15 seconds, and the clock never started intentionally, it looked like. So that's the only justification I can come up with. But
Update on scores around the Big Bend area right now. Providence up 13-12 over North Florida Christian. That is late in the 4th quarter over there off Meridian Road. Madison up another 3 points, 34-28 over Columbia. That is late in the 4th as well. Jefferson County scores, so does FAMU, 20-14.
Ooh.
That is also late in the 4th quarter. Jefferson County over FAMU, 20-14.
Some interesting developments here late in the game. So once again, the similar personnel as they had on before. Pitts is going to be the punter. He's going to let it fly. Normal punt. Skarica back to return. No fair catch, waving everyone away from the ball. And it takes a Rickards bounce all the way to the 10-yard line. So with a minute and 23 seconds, the Lincoln Trojans will have to go 90 yards if they want to have a shot to force overtime or potentially win it with a 2-point conversion. So a huddle over there on the far side. See what
there's a referee over there that we just found out about. She needs to stop watching the game and watch the clock. Everybody's kind of yelling up here, and we're just kind of getting the reverberations from it. So it's all fun, all fun. Let's check some other scores around the area. If we can get our stuff up. You got any scores, Jupe?
I'm trying to pull them up here on the app. Trying to get an NFC. There's a crazy development, a little back and forth up at NFC. Some botch kicks. Stallions ran it back. That's how they got the lead, 13-12 over there. And pass Lamp, but they may get a tip ball. And I thought I saw a penalty flag. I guess I was mistaken. But it'll bring up 2nd down and 10 for the Trojans. So we have a score update. This one's 2nd quarter for Franklin County and Sneads. Of course, they are an hour back.
Yep.
As we come back here, they'll shift on over to the other side of the ball here. Lincoln Trojans, 2nd down. Need a play, need a big play. Can't take up a lot of time. 79 seconds left in this ball game. Early jump here on the near side. Doesn't look like the referee's caught it. Beard on out to the sideline. Good catch. Is he inbounds? Yes. Is he out of bounds? Also yes. Skarika. Good hook up for about 12 yards. Chains will move. 1st down, out of bounds. Good play call on 2nd down and good execution for the Trojans. Plus, they only ran off about 5-6 seconds on that one. So they'll look to regroup. They're going to go 4 wide receivers here, 1 running back. 2 to each side. Ball at the near hash mark, 22-yard line. Beard's going to tuck it and run. He's going to go down the far side, dives head first. Right around the 1st down marker. This spot on the far sideline is generous and would give him the 1st down. The middle referee judge would be more of a closer measurement. Chain crew picks it up. They're going to give him 1st down. So they stop the clock. It's 1:04 now. They get the clock running again. We are now under a minute. Lincoln trying to muster a comeback. Caught on the far side.
Nope.
Skips up, and he's got a jailbreak scenario as he slipped that tackle. About out of bounds at the 40-yard line. So Lincoln, huge play there. They pick up about 25 in Rickards territory. Ball is on the move. Huge effort here by the Trojans. 53.6 seconds to go. Some late drama here at Gene Cox Stadium. A 1-2 Lincoln squad giving the undefeated Rickards Raiders all they can handle. Ball thrown out, wide receiver falls down on the play. Right around the 30-yard line, can't connect.
The clock did not start again, and we only got a second off a 5-second play. So you got to the Trojans benefiting right now on the missed clock management.
And we see some of the Rickards faithful obviously pointing at the clock.
Yep.
In disgust here on the near sideline. Unable to get any love from the scorekeeper. So Beard's going to pull this one down. High snap. He's going to tuck it and run. He'll pick up right around 6 or 7 flag on the play. Interested to see what the call is there. And we did get the clock to start on that play. Only about 4.5 seconds ran off, though. This one's going to be on the offense.
Tough break for the Trojans. Holding against that offensive line. They have done so well tonight that they're going to move them back all the way back across the 45 to the 46. So that's going to set up about 2nd down, remain 2nd down, but it's not so much the downage and the yardage anymore. It's this clock.
The oldest enemy in the book from a trailing ball club. Look to set up shop here. It's going to be, I'd say, about 17 to go here on 2nd down. Beard, the lefty. He's going to look to the far sideline. Did he get the feet down? Good looking.
Nope,
there,
they say incomplete.
Could not hook up. It's going to bring up 3rd down and long now. 36 seconds to go here. The offensive line holding strong, as we said. Including the man out here on the end, number 50, Kamari Gaines. Has a couple different offers. FAMU being one of them. The local schools. Always a good recruiter here in the Tallahassee area. DJ Phillips, Chad Hunter. A couple of Rickards players now on FAMU as Beard sets this one back. He's getting ready to dial up. He wants to go long, but he can't find anyone. He's going to tuck it and run. Pickup of about 7, 10, close to the first down after picking up about 15, but he's still going to be, depending on the spot, 3-4 yards short.
Clock continue to run. They did not call their last time out.
Inside of 20 seconds. And confusion on the play here for the Trojans. It's 4th down to go here. Clock is under 10. Clock is under 5, and this may be it. This is the final play of the ball game, pending a defensive penalty. Beard's going to throw it up deep to the end zone. Jump ball in the end zone. And it's an incomplete pass. Rickards Raiders survive and are able to outlast the Trojan comeback effort. 28-21 is your final.